Single by choice, very lonely, not focused, letting market broken. Truth be spoken, marriage divorce, single moms coping. High value mindset, yeah we chosen. Look, broke men talking like they kings now. Social media sending fake crowns. Everybody want love but don't build. Everybody want peace but don't heal. Single moms tired, dad's missing. High value men keep their vision. No simping, no lying, no pretending. We talk real life, no filters, no bending. Single by choices, everything dead, it's misused. Divorce cause breaking families loose. Dating apps turn up to a game. Swipe left pain, swipe right shame. Men gotta lead, women gotta choose. Accountability, so we don't refuse. We don't hate now, we educate. Truth hurts, but it's still first place. Rest in peace to the Godfather, truth. The message still lives. Single by choices, very bitter, big man. True for lies, real talk we have. SBC Nation, stand up, no care. Gavin X Mr. Walker, facts on facts. Single by choices, single by choices. If you're ready for the truth, you in the right voice. If you're ready for the truth, you in the right voice. If you're ready for the truth. Truth in the mic. They didn't mark it while we shed a light. Single nation, but only. Gavin X Mr. Walker, never lonely. Single by choices.
Yeah. Welcome to Single by Choices. Hosted by Gavin X and Mr. Walker. Where the truth hits harder than the streets. Let's talk about it. We single by choices, not by force. That's the motto. Yeah. Talking love, talking life for today and tomorrow. I have a day and tomorrow. Gavin X Mr. Walker. Yeah, we bringing that voice, breaking cycles in the culture. That's a powerful choice. SBC, we speak the truth, no apologies. Love, marriage, dating, healing our community. Welcome to the table, let's address what's real. Everybody want love, but forgetting to heal. We talking black love, black pain, black growth. Accountability, the only thing we promote. From the trauma to the drama to the lessons you learn. If you really want peace, gotta earn what you yearn. Modern world got the game so twisted. So we bringing clarity, wisdom unlisted. We single by choices, not by force. That's the motto, that's the motto. Talking love, talking life for today and tomorrow. Today and tomorrow. Oh, Gavin X Mr. Walker. Yeah, we bringing that voice, breaking cycles in the culture. That's a powerful choice. SBC, we speak the truth, no apologies. Love, marriage, dating, healing our community. Let's talk about commitment, legacy, standards. Everybody want a ring, but ain't ready for the answers. We analyze the culture, who hurt, who first. Why the city get cold, why relationships burst. Yeah, we talking building, not breaking, elevating the nation. Family foundation over short-term temptation. SBC, the platform for the grown. You ain't alone, we just bringing you home, yeah. Healing starts when the truth gets spoken. We breaking cycles, not people. It's the space for real conversation. Welcome home. We single by choices, not by force. That's the motto, that's the motto. Talking love, talking life for today and tomorrow. For today and tomorrow, no. Gavin X Mr. Walker, standing strong with that voice. Better love, better life, yeah, we making that choice. SBC, where the culture finds clarity. Level up your love, build a new reality, yeah.
Single by choices, very lonely, not focused. Dating market broken, truth be spoken. Marriage, divorce, single moms coping. High value mindset, yeah we chosen. Yeah. Look, Broke men talking like they kings now. Social media selling fake crowns. Everybody want love, but don't build. Everybody want peace, but don't heal. Single moms tired, dad's missing. High value men keep their vision. No simping, no lying, no pretending. We talk real life, no filters, no bending. Single by choice, marriage ain't dead, it's misused. Divorce courts breaking families loose. Dating apps turn love to a game. Swipe left pain, swipe right shame. Men gotta lead, women gotta choose. Accountability, something we don't refuse. We don't hate, nah, we educate. Truth hurts, but it's still first place. Rest in peace to the godfather of truth. The message still lives. Single by choices, very bitter, big mad. Truth over lies, real talk we have. SBC Nation, stand up, no cap. Gavin X Mr. Walker, facts on facts. Single by choices. Single by choices. If you ready for the truth, you in the right voice. Truth in the mic, data market, wow, we shed the light. SBC Nation, real talk only. Gavin X Mr. Walker, never lonely. Single by choices. Single by choices. Single by choices.
Let's do it all day long. I want to see that. Because we about to go out there and do what they want. Then give me my theme music. Give me my theme music. We told you we coming. We told you we coming. You thought we was joking. And guess what? We keep receipts. God bless you, America. Oh, God is good. It's time!
Let's get it on.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Live, Single by Choices, brought to you by Carpet for the Horse Productions. It's Thursday night, Mr. Walker. How you feeling, brother?
Yes, sir. I am feeling freaking-tastic per usual. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, El Nug Nugs and Le Bonquishas. Welcome to Carpet for the Horse, Single by Choices, in affiliation with the Bougie Negro Podcast, and also, as all you Negroes know, in association with Ain't No Fun Once the Rabbits Got the Gun Entertainment. What's going on with you this fine Thursday?
I got beans and bologna. Yeah.
Welcome in, SBC Nation. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as you come into the room.
Welcome to yet another Single by Choice Thursday full of madness. Whether or not you know what's about to take place, come on, this fine March 26, 2026. Gavin X and I are very much still in this mix, reporting live to you jive chickens from this wonky, toxic, funky, decrepit, ungodly dating market.
Man.
God damn.
So here we are. Hit the like button, folks. Y'all see the thumbnail in the title. We talking about modern women are down bad as hot girl summer approaches.
Ooh, Suki with the good kudakata, huh? Yeah, boy. Shout out to the brother, Dr. Umar said that if he ain't wifed up at a certain time in his life, that Suki and him talk, that Suki gonna carry his baby. That's where we at. That's just where we at.
Yes. Like we say, hot girl summer is approaching. And shout out to Frederick Howard. He says, gift of the membership.
Appreciate you, brother Frederick. Always coming through, brother.
And Divine Photos says, check this out. A jury rewarded a 20-year-old woman $6 million in a case against Meta. Yeah, I seen something about that. I see a little bit about it.
So a lot of that going on. Meta, the Fortnite. I was just talking to my old son about this.
It's YouTube. Meta smaller. YouTube, Google getting the most of it.
There you go. Yeah, I was just talking about this. This is wild. Like, these games is engulfing these po babies, putting them at risk to predatory things. It's wild.
Yeah, so yeah, they definitely about to pay up some folks, which ain't nothing. That's a drop in the bucket, but ain't gonna be no black folk. Well, Mucho, pay Mucho her money.
Yeah, that's who need to get paid first. I second that motion.
And shout out to his lovely lady. Come through gifting the membership.
We appreciate you, sister. Love your testimonies. Keep striving. Be great.
And she come back with a fireball. Says, good evening, my favorite duo, Gavin X Mr. Walker.
Appreciate you, sister.
And Lee Turner come through gifting the membership.
Appreciate you, brother Lee.
And shout out to Cousin Walker, been a member 2 months.
Shout out to Juice Drops Entertainment, the channel. This is Cousin Walker's channel. If y'all ain't over there, subscribe to Cousin Walker. Y'all ain't blocking. I don't like you. Go ahead over there and subscribe to Cousin Walker. She always dropping content, paying homage to our ancestors. Yeah, beautiful. I love the channel. Love the mashup. Shout out to the sister.
Shout out to Cousin Walker.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka!
So here we go, folks. We're gonna get into it. We ain't gonna waste much time. Also, if you are not subscribed, make sure you are subscribed to all the platforms over on the Truth Over Lies. We were over there Tuesday. Shout out to Ebony Dean. We were cooking up. Make sure you over on the Patreon. Mr. Walker was live. Also giving his workout videos that y'all are missing out on.
Man, talk about it. Shout out to the Patreon family. Yeah, listen here. The most value you're going to get, you got to join that Patreon, my baby. Exclusive, never before seen content, commentary, live Q&A. You only going to get that in the Patreon. Shout out to last night's show. We talked about more about what's black. Deep dove into that. Shout out to the Freedom House, Sister Ebony Dean, the Freedom House of Pittsburgh, where that first ambulance service happened via some black brothers up in the Hill District. Hill District did to save your life. That's hilarious. Shout out to last night's Patreon show, though. Too dope. And we also touched on this ongoing conflict as well. Yeah. You want to see what my crazy crack baby thoughts is on the ongoing conflict we already won? Go ahead, check out in the Patreon. Yeah. Man, I just learned that so recently. Black men started the ambulance service nationwide. I think what was the year? 1960 something. There was no ambulance service. That started in Pittsburgh via some black men, some unemployed black men that had records. They started the standard that was adopted by the government as far as the EMS system. That's a fact, Jack. Love the history. Love it. Yeah. Yeah, you missed it. I was hoping you pop in. I was like, yeah, this Pittsburgh. It was dope. But that's a part of I wanted to show a part of our history that was lost. You know, like as I said, I didn't even know that melanated brothers were the beginning of the ambulance service, let alone right here in Pittsburgh. And again, to make the story even more significant, the brothers were unemployed and had records, and they established the standard, and then just how white man does, they came in and wiped them out. Now, still today, the majority of ambulance, the majority of the personnel that work in the ambulance service, especially here in Pittsburgh, majority are white, even though the entire system, the standard was set by black men. Absolutely amazing. But not sure where Mr. X went here. Waiting on him to come back. I'll do these there we go. Do these super chats. Appreciate you. His lovely lady come through with the 10 ball. Says, how about my coworker I told you guys about? Her husband came to the job. Hold on, let me read this slow. Her husband came to the job and brought her roses, got on his knees and begged to take her home. And she called him a simp. What? How about my coworker I told you guys about? Her husband came to the job. Her husband? Agree. She don't. Oh, I can't breathe. Her husband came to the job, brought roses, and begged her to take him.
Take him back? To take him back.
Take him back. Okay.
And she called him a simp.
Oh, shit. Why you on your knees begging? That ain't your place. You can't. Soon as you did that woman, she just dried up from the inside out. You stop being her chain. You don't do that. Ugh. See, okay. That's nasty work. Po pathetic brother.
Yes. Message, gentlemen. Pay attention.
My gosh.
So here we go. That's a good transition over to where we're going to start. Shout out to Neferatu,
the undead coach.
We go. And his lovely lady says, take him back. We got it.
To take him back, egregious.
Yeah, begging to take him back.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka!
Wicked.
Yeah, so I feel like I've been wanting to just be in a relationship with a man that will just help me maybe be in a better financial situation. I do work currently and I'm in school, but that is something I would like on top of that. I have talked to older men in the past, but I feel like they haven't really helped me financially. And I'm not sure if it's because these men I've met on the apps or what to do, or even just how to bring that up.
Okay, so it sounds like you want a sugar daddy. Is that what you're telling me?
No, not necessarily, because I would like for it to be something more serious.
But you said, right, a sponsor, Courtney. That's what that sounds like. You started the conversation by you said you want a man to help you financially. And you got on the apps and no one is not helping you or offering up their finances. So I just want to name it so we can help you. There's no right or wrong answer.
Oh.
I would want to say.
Yeah. We ain't done this. Rest in peace to the Godfather. You don't look good enough for money. All right. Ashley said they ain't freeing up their wallet for you. Hell no. What is wrong with you women? I'm looking for somebody to help me financially. You and about 3 or 4 other billion women on the planet. What are you talking about?
Subsequent damage of that daggone gynocratic order. They all beautiful, Mr. X. They all 10s. Why can't she get any man? These ninjas is easy to get, says her mom, aunties, and them. Why can't she find a guy to fork over frog skins for her? Sister, I don't know what type of sick hoodoo you do when you put on your cake up makeup, but what we say right now, listen here, us men, we will acknowledge our shortcomings, our vices. We'll let you know if you was hitting on something. You for frog skins? Try again.
Yeah, so yeah, I don't know just how I would bring that up or.
So you want a sugar daddy? That's what you want, right?
Sure.
Okay, let me see how you look right now, Sarah, head to toe.
Get her, Ash.
Okay, Sarah. So if you're saying you want a sugar daddy, right? And you're telling me you're leaving the house like this, you look like just the average girl who's
Yeah! Boom shakalaka!
Average at best. All right, she got on some damn sweatpants. Like you said, she ain't blown out or nothing, but looking very musty. All right, we need to do a hairline check. It's a lot going on.
That wig is sitting up with mighty far back. It's all the way back in there in the follicle inside. And you look worried. Listen here. Kev laid the game out quite flat. You want to be her a sugar baby, you gotta have a light and airy spirit. Mr.'s high 6, 7, 8 figure guy, y'all want to be entertaining y'all kudakata for bread. He wants to come to you and you take the load off in many ways. You don't want to come see your war-torn, sad face. As soon as he come in the door, he just want good feelings. He ain't trying to think about work. He ain't trying to be thinking about his wife. He ain't trying to think about none of that. He just want a sweet, delicate flower he can glaze up. You ain't appearing to be that.
Okay, Sarah. So if you're saying you want a sugar daddy, right? And you're telling me you're leaving the house like this, you look like just the average girl who's going to school, going to her retail job. There's nothing alluring here. Not saying you're not pretty, not saying you're not beautiful. That's not what I'm saying. But if you're saying you want to be in the lifestyle, and that's the lifestyle that you want, you have to be alluring. Does that make sense?
Okay, sounds good. What would you want me to do right now then?
Okay, so when you go out, we need our hair done. We need makeup on. Okay? We need lips. We need eyes.
Okay.
We need to show body, just a little bit of body. Not in a saluty booty way, right? Classy, sexy.
Okay.
That man should be like, you know what? Oh my gosh, look at that beautiful young woman. I just have to cross the room for her.
This is laughable. This is like a Saturday night skit. Like, what the hell? I'm a call Oracle Ashley. How can I find this rich millionaire man? Oh, we need lips. We need hair. We need eyes. What the hell? No.
It did sound like she was constructing a daggone Mrs. Potato Head. It's bloop, bloop, bloop. Get some lips, get some eyes. But shout out to Ash. Could be some truth there. All right. Ash can't give away the solid part of the game for the free now. She just dropped little gems, letting you know where to start. She said it. She said, you got to have an allure. And I couldn't have said it better myself. That might be one of the words of the day. You want this guy, you got to be looking and moving in a way that's going to get this ninja's attention. What's your allure? That's why I said before, you don't seem lighthearted, fluffy, like you're going to take the weight off a man. You look like you add weight. As fit as you are, that resting Bonquisha face, you look like you're heavy.
What is going to make him cross the room? Is this outfit you have on right now? Is that going to make him cross the room, cross the street, and say, hey, I want to take care of you for the rest of your life? Think about it like that. If I was to step out as you are right now and you were to go to the bar or just out in the mall, should he come up to you and say, I'm just going to pay for everything? And that's not to say you're not pretty. That's not what I'm saying. Head to toe needs to be on point.
Okay.
If that's what you're saying you want from a guy.
Okay. Sounds good. So just more feminine clothing, because
more effort. So what you ladies aren't doing, a lot of you, and this is not just to you, Sarah Beauty. A lot of ladies, some, not all, come up and you say you want this rich and man, this provider man, this man who are going to do all the things for you, but I don't see effort in your appearance.
That's all he get. That's all he get. They present to you what they think you are worth. So they think $1 million gets this. It's crazy. And where are y'all moms and aunties? I feel like we say it all the time, but it's becoming more alarming, right? Because granted, for the young men, they always say the fathers ain't in the house. Let's say we buying that. The mother is always in the house. Why ain't she helping y'all?
Ashley, once again, laying it out flat. Excuse me, telling these sisters things that they mom and auntie should have told them. If you want that particular kind of guy, sister, you got to put forth maximum effort. That should go without saying. Look at what you aiming for. A rich man to pay for your existence. You really think that's going to come easy? No. Glory to Ash. Where your effort? Ash got a little attitude. She said, put forth some effort. Ash, she reminds me of that tyrant, like ballerina instructor. She just mean and nasty. When she see you got some potential, she start cracking that stick. She like, hey, put forth some daggone effort. Toot that booty out. Dress sexy and classy. Get that man. You got to want it, and want it is gonna hurt. Do you want it bad enough?
Man, and shout out to Richard. He said, shout out to Mr. Walker. Thank you for the moment in Black history. I will do additional research for my channel.
Yes, sir, man. Shout out to you, OG Richard. I aim to make you OGs proud.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka!
Appreciate you, brother. And EV says they use hearses to transport the sick folks.
Yeah, they did. Shout out to EV Ray. Yes, the hearses and the police. That's weird. And we got nothing. We were just waiting on the Reaper.
And Rachad says she better be careful. Ashley will have her work in that room.
Yeah, you heard she already started. She said, come on, chop chop. Show me the effort.
Sending her to the I ain't gonna say it. Here we go. Shout out to Pharaoh's Kingdom. Says, man, Harry Potter can't conjure enough magic for her.
Hold her martini.
And shout out to Way Heat 31 with the 20 balls. Says, I appreciate you both and the sister you bring on for the female perspective. Y'all have me dying from Somerset, New Jersey.
Shout out to Way from Somerset, New Jersey. Appreciate you.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka!
Definitely appreciate that 20 ball. So here we go. I'm gonna let Ashley give her some advice.
Tell her, Ash.
And the thing is, a lot of girls on these apps are lying to you guys, saying all you need is a little gloss and a little lash, and your skin is good and nothing else. Yeah. But when you go out, you need to grab eyes. I want you to grab eyes. So yes, it's being feminine, but it's also creating a look that's going to make a man cross the room. Okay?
Okay. Sounds good.
All right, Sarah. So I expect an update in a week or so with your look. When you come back next time, I want to be convinced.
Sounds good. So where would you recommend me go exactly? Because I'm getting the impression that maybe the apps is the issue. I think maybe I just don't go out enough. Maybe that's what
Yeah,
it
I
is.
think that's what it is. I think that's a lot of the girls' problems here. They don't go out enough. So it's time to get out. Look up some places as soon as you get off this live, right? Look up maybe 10 places. Make sure it's safe, a nice area, and then go out. They said go on Eventbrite. I agree. All right, Sarah?
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, darling. Bye-bye. I don't know. Let me say this. The girls are lying to you when they say a little bit of gloss, baby hair, and lashes. They're lying. Why should a man cross the room, not only cross the room, but come to you and offer you even just, let's start with a drink. Ladies, you're not even being offered a drink. And we're talking about money? You're not being offered a drink.
Yeah! Boom shakalaka!
It's rough out here. A lot of these women are simply saying men are not approaching them. Some of these women are, halfway decent looking, not bad looking. They say, I don't know. They just don't approach. They'll look. They ain't dealing with y'all hyenas. Y'all sitting there resting bee faces. Like you said, baby hairs and bull noses. Like ain't nobody got time for that. The men are hip to it. Y'all better show up to them with pies, warm pies, and saying sweet things.
Y'all sisters, y'all single women out here tainted and jaded by the dating market. You guys caused this dating atmosphere that is right now. These brothers, y'all, we don't need men. Y'all ain't ish. I kept saying it's documented. I kept saying that those men hear y'all, and they are going to adapt to what they are hearing. They ain't gonna make an announcement. They're just gonna start moving accordingly. And it's wild. And y'all could change it. Y'all can atone by going back to being sweet, feminine, and woman-like. Yeah, I couldn't imagine that sister going out just mean face, mean mugging. Shout out to Mr. X when he showed the videos. We take those walks down the city streets where the club scenes are. And most of them sisters got the mean mug. Y'all can't smile. Why? And guess what? Us men rightfully think that y'all tainted by nugs, weenie juice. That's why y'all like that. And you don't get approached. Not for anything meaningful. And here we are.
And we're talking about money. This is no longer to Sarah because I think Sarah's a beautiful young girl. She's young. She's still learning. I'm giving her grace. But he's not offering you a drink. So now we're going to go from not offering me a drink to he has to come up off a 5K. And not only do you want him to come up off of money, you don't give him nothing to look at. I'm just going to say it plain. There's nothing to look at. I'm not convinced. Convince me. No fit, no flare. No glam, no okay? It's just nothing. I'm not convinced.
She triggered.
Hair's not done or it's in a ponytail. No makeup on. Don't go for walks. Don't eat vegetables. Body, face, hair, makeup. Smell good.
Tastes good.
I'm not being mean. If you feel like I'm being mean, you're triggered, and that means you're not doing the work. You're not doing the work.
Right. So they in the comments. You're being mean. You're being mean, Ashley. You're supposed to be a girl's girl. Ashley said, I'm done. The gloves are off. Step up.
Cause Ash know what it take to land a whale, baby. She's like, what y'all talking about? Ash, she triggered. She said, y'all talking about the finest trinkets, the Birkins, the Louis Vuitton, and y'all can't get a daggone Jack Daniels and Coke. Huh? She didn't have it. I feel it. She said, you want this guy, you must be an experience. He got to see you and go straight to La La Land. Like, oh, look at that. My goodness. Look how she look. I wonder what she smell like. Oh, my goodness. Look at her. You got to overwhelm his senses. Like she said, this rich, resourceful man got to get up out his seat and say, excuse me, gentlemen, something over there I got to go see about. And y'all ain't even drinking y'all okra water. Shout out to Sister Ebony Dean. Y'all ain't that experienced. And if you can be the initial experience, you don't follow through. You know, you might smell good, but shoot, Mr. 6, 7, 8 figures, he won't know if he tastes good too. And y'all out here eating Takis, y'all ain't drinking water. You see what I'm saying? He ain't about to sit and tell you that your undercarriage is tainted. He just gonna stop calling you.
It's time to be mean so you can snap out of it. That's why. You need to hear it like this, because the girls keep saying, you don't need to do nothing. You don't need to do nothing. All you need to do is sit at the bar, and you don't need no makeup. All you need is tinted moisturizer, baby hair, no wig on, and a little this and a little that. And then you're getting there and you're realizing, oh, they lied, or oh, I'm scared. It's not about looking fake. Let me say this also. Let me add to it. You're coming up here saying you want a man to hand you money. Let's say thousands, 5,000, 3,000, 2,000. We're not talking about someone that you're saying, I want to date intentionally. You know what? This is a nice, decent guy. I'm not looking for his money like that. We can go 70-30. We can go 50-50. I'm not talking to those crowd of ladies. I'm speaking directly to the ladies who come up here, or who are in the comment sections, or who are online saying they want bags and shoes and money from men.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka!
And that's why we show Ashley the little respect we do because of that. She stands on business. That y'all know damn well, if y'all women watch this content, y'all are not calling up here looking for some 50-50 happily ever after. Y'all want transactional sugar daddies and all that. And she gonna give you the game. But don't act like you over here for true love.
And that's what we respect. Unlike a Cooney Coon Kundra. Keep it a buck. This is what it is. She's selling what she's selling. If you want to walk through the door and partake, that's on you. We said it many times a couple years ago. We respect the truth. We need to be down with hypocrisy, man. Too many hypocrites today. Shout out to the house of hypocrites. Too much hypocrisy. Tell it like it is. Tell the truth. Shame the devil.
Why should he cross the room and give you the stuff and you don't have your stuff on? I'm not convinced. I'm just not. Where's the hair, the makeup, the body? Where is it? And when I say all of this, I don't mean filler, BBL, none of that. I mean, you can go work out, you can come home, put your makeup on, put a good dress on, put some lips on, put something. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Like and subscribe. Follow the page. I just want to be convinced. That's all. I'm not seeing anything that's like, okay, let me in. It's giving, okay, $200 a fish and chip. That's what it's giving. $200 and a fish and chip. That's about it.
Disrespect.
Because I know y'all get up here and say, oh, I have standards, I have boundaries. And when you get out into the world and the first man breathes on you, the first man you come across who breathes on you, you're open like a book. I know it.
Yeah, the first man just come up on you.
I got $40. $40 today. And if you nasty, I throw in 60. If you nasty.
At best, Ashley talk about 200, 40, 60 if they nasty. Like 200, that's high end these days.
I love what Ash be going off. I just love the truth. I don't care how bad it burns. Ash say y'all out here talking cash money. Y'all want a brother walk up on you with Tom Ford suit, Gucci loafers. She said y'all tripping with wax in his pocket. At best, y'all getting approached by this ninja wearing these fake Stacey Adams, polyester brim, 3-piece suit. At best. with some couple twos and fews, and like Ashley said, some daggone fish and chips. That's wild. He just showed up with some daggone Long John Silver fish and French fries. How you doing, baby? Here you go. Look a little hungry. Why don't you go ahead and eat up? He gonna put down some fish and fries, and up under the plate gonna be two crisp $100 bills. Go ahead and eat up. You're gonna need your energy.
Man. And shout out to Divine. He says, does Ashley grasp, even if she does go out, she's going to bring that doll personality with her. Body language is what people notice first.
Amen, brother Divine. Preach. And that's what I kept harping on that. Like, she seems so dry and heavy for a light girl.
And Rachai says, Ashley reinforced her standards. She said, this ain't Kundra. You got the wrong show.
Got the wrong show. We talk some truth over here.
Man, here we go.
Yeah, I get up here and lie on the internet every single day. I know it. And I know it because a lot of women, not all, struggle with self-esteem. So when you're already in your head about your weight and your looks, no matter your weight, no matter how you look, the first man that comes across you and says, you're pretty, hey, ma, let me take you out. He can talk a good game. You're open. And it doesn't take much. And I've seen several story times here on this app. I just seen one 2 days ago about a girl talking about how she went out on a date with a guy and he should do this and he should do that. And he only wanted to, do something in a car with her and only take her to a local spot. And I said, respectfully, you look like a local girl. It gives local girl vibes. And when I say that, I mean energetically too. I'm not just saying because you don't have makeup or you don't have this or you don't have a Chanel bag. I'm not saying that.
Treason.
I'm saying the vibes, your energy, the lack of discipline, the lack of self-control, the lack of standards, the lack of boundaries. It's written all over you. And now you're trying to use TikTok talking points and perform them and not embody them. And people can see right through that.
And that's the part of it. The internet was the worst thing that ever happened to people. I mean, the false validation, all these filters and this stuff. All these women think they are beautiful because they can make themselves beautiful, either with surgery or through a filter or just through, like I said, through all the validation they get from the hearts on the pictures. And here we are. So they measure themselves up to you, Ashley. They say, I look just as good as her. I should get the same results, where it's insane. Most of y'all are for the streets.
And it's, like I said, local. And here's the thing, like, it's unfortunate we got to reestablish these lanes for us regular folks. You ain't no LA penthouse sister. You are old Braddock Hill District sister. And that can be quite all right. My goodness, just take care of yourself and present the world with your best self. But as we continue to say, these gynocratic echo chambers, they keep telling these sisters they are perfect the way they are, even though they are obese and got no type of social skills. Those same women come on the internet and think they about to get all that adulation and acceptance that they getting in their little echo chamber from the rest of the world. And it don't go that way, and their reality come crashing down. And we see it in the comment section, and I'm here for it.
And shout out to Rachai. Says she get fish and chips and what's that? Charleston Chew.
Charleston Chew.
Man. And shout out to D. Says they're mad because she's telling them that they have to compete for those type of men like KS did. Like KS said.
Amen.
Man. Yeah! Boom, shakalaka! Well, here we are. I'm gonna let her land this plane.
They can see right through it. People get on here every day and talk about, oh, you got to do this. Ladies need to do that. People should do this. And you're not living that life. When the camera's off, you're not living it. You're performing it. Because if you don't have self-control when it comes to a donut or saying no to Chick-fil-A, you're not saying no to that ninja. You're not saying no to him. I'm sorry. You're not saying no to him. If you can't get up every single day and go for walks, get to the gym, put on your waist trainer, eat right, and say no to food, you're not saying no to him. You don't have self-control and discipline. Am I lying? I can't get y'all to go out the house. I can't get y'all to eat right. It takes me to tell some of you to go to the gym. Ashley, how don't you eat? How don't you do this? How don't you? That's where it starts. It starts with you. It starts with you. And whether you're in a dress with your hair done or your hair is not done, people should feel it. They should feel it when they come across you. This girl, oh, she got her stuff together. Oh, this girl, I know she, business, body, brains, it's all there. It's all there. They should feel it before you have to convince them and say anything. If you got to say, this is what I got to do, this is how I do it, you're lying. Okay. You're lying.
Well, here's the truth of the matter, Ashley. Like you said, should they do it? Absolutely. But even if they do it, the results are still minimum. They are still not going to garner the result. That they're just going to increase the wager at that point. I done put in all this work. That guy that I used to want, now I want that guy. So it's just going to go from the dude at the nightclub. Now they're going to really want celebrities, Dwayne The Rock Johnsons and stuff. So it's just going to inflate their egos even more.
Shout out to Ash. Ash saying the behind the camera stuff up front, and I love it. Ash said, when these cameras cut off, y'all are not that girl. Y'all are not that woman. And I didn't know how to say it. And let me drive it home. You want to present like you this experience, but whenever the camera's cut off and you are in your leisure time, relax. Y'all go from being a 7 at best to crusty, dusty, and rusty. Like, seriously, y'all only moisturize and keep y'all feet together when y'all going out. But outside of that, y'all look real suspect. We're going to touch on it. Yeah, y'all, your undergarments might not be in the best condition. No. I love saying the standard of living, your standard, you are not this girl. You have the ability to present like that woman when it's time to put on the sick hoodoo, but when you at home, you look like doo-doo. Respectfully.
So there we go. So Ashley been up here cooking here tonight. All right, this woman here came up and told Ashley she wanted a man with money. Was real vague about it, like she was wishing upon a star, and Ashley had enough.
And you know what? The brothers got money up in Glaze Galaxy. They'll part ways with it.
At best. So we're going to send her off.
We got us the gun line.
Tell them about the gun line, boss.
We may not know which way to go.
Oh Lord, see, this shit is gonna be dangerous. Some dark-winged duck shit. Let's get dangerous. I play the fool for the fool. Everybody plays the fool sometime, and no exception to the rule. Listen, baby, you hear me? I played the fool for a fool.
More madness, more dating madness as we continue on, and y'all know what time it is. It is now time to embrace disappointment and failure as we make our way into Heartbreak Theater. Here we are once again. Last time we were here, Mr. Knock had a slight mishap picking up a rideshare passenger. Mr. Knock has since become an Uber or Lyft driver, and he stopped at the airport to pick up a fare and, had a mishap. Something popped out the sister's luggage, don't know what, some vibrating apparatus hopped out her luggage. All right. But we carried on. Word of the day is demeanor. Demeanor refers to a person's outward behavior, manner, bearing, or facial appearance, which reflects their character and feelings. How can we use this word in regards to Mr. Knox's love story? The embarrassed lady placed her personal belonging in her pocket and got in the car. Mr. Knox followed suit. Surprisingly, Mr. Knox wasn't shaken by such an egregious social faux pas. In the past, when he went by the name G Honda, he would have made the situation much worse with his response of knock-kneed buffoonery. However, the last couple of months had changed him. He was no longer that mentally fragile, pathetic, knock-knee incel that he once was. Life's lessons had altered him for the better. He was more steady and calm in his demeanor. He was starting to realize this. And so was his lady passenger. She was impressed at how well he handled such an inappropriate moment. She was impressed at how calm he remained. It gave her the impression that Mr. Knock has had many desirable sexual encounters, so much so that he could just laugh off such an embarrassing moment. She ultimately found herself being turned on by him. Mr. Knock was busy paying attention to the road as they made their way to the passenger's drop-off destination. All was going well when all of a sudden that electronic vibrating sound came back. Hashtag Freaky Knock-Knee Cruise Fair Part 2. What's going on in that backseat, G Honda? What's that vibrating? God damn.
Shout out to the knock-knee tyrant, wherever you at. And shout out to Petty Sama coming through like he do with 10 channel memberships.
Brother, we appreciate you always coming through with the biggest gifted membership support. Thank you, and thank you.
Come on, just bring it. I need you to stand up. Why y'all not moving? Come on. Don't make me push. Thank you, sir. There go money. She's touching you. Where they get that money? Where they get that money? I can see money from a long way.
Elder Gregory Kelly,
That's right.
$100.
Everybody get something in your hand. Come on and put it right here.
Elder Petty Sama, 10 memberships.
Appreciate that, brother.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka!
So here we go. We're going to go over to this next segment. As summer approaches, shout out to my guy, Trey. He finally back out in the street as the weather is breaking.
A lot of black women get mad at white women when they wear like box braids just like you're wearing right now.
Cause they got something to do with like back in the day. Like you
think so?
Yeah.
Like it's a cultural thing?
Yeah.
But like, why is it okay for a black woman to wear like a straight bust down blonde wig that goes down to her feet, but white women can't wear the braids, you feel me?
I don't really care about like how they wear their hair. I just personally feel some type of way when they get to injecting their lips, fixing their body, because we born like this. Y'all not born like that. Y'all already did what y'all did back in the old times. Like? There's still a little bit of racism still going on. So I don't care what you do to your hair, because we wear wigs. We don't wear our natural hair out all the time.
So you're saying like maybe they're trying to be like you guys when they get the lip filler and BBLs, but black women are trying to be like them when they get the straight hair.
We trying to be like them. I mean,
you don't think so?
I don't think so.
It's just pure ignorance. Like, where are the parents? How are these girls in college and whatnot and this ignorant? It makes no sense. That happened. It's from the old days. It's from back in. They just saying stuff. Oh, y'all get lip fillers trying to be like us, this and that. And he asked you, and then he will flip the question and they'll be stumped. Like, oh, we ain't trying to be like them. We've been doing this.
She looked to her hyena sister for reinforcement. When she got stumped, she said, oh, and she said, I don't know. She looked over, it's like, help me. You see this ninja backing me into a corner of accountability and logic? Help me. They ain't no help. These displays are so deep, as Mr. X just pointed out. This ain't just talking about hair. This also puts on display the fractured connection between the elders and the children when it comes to passing down generational information, generational wealth via, information. They don't know nothing about nothing. It's just the old days. Is what we used to do. Who knows?
So
People are born with straight hair though. Like
Black people? Where are they though? I haven't.
I promise you, I've seen somebody.
I've never seen a black woman or black man with where?
My mom.
Your mom has straight hair,
Yes,
naturally,
her hair is straight.
and she's fully black.
Yes.
Can I see a photo of your mom? That's crazy.
My mom hair is straight.
But so, your mom's hair is straight, but you didn't get straight hair.
No, I think I got my dad hair.
Okay, I've never seen that
I
before.
mean, it ain't that for us to go to the Dominicans and get that thing blowed out.
But it's like, why do that though? It's like, because black women's natural hair is beautiful already, so you don't gotta do all the straightening and all the other stuff to it. So I just don't get that.
Good picture of me and my mom.
You don't think so?
I don't have a good picture.
Well, you need to call her up and go take a picture with your mom then, because
Word right now, but I swear my mom hair is naturally straight.
what's
Just city girls. So yeah, they out there on the campus. They ain't trying to do nothing but hunch, get no education, gonna graduate with a basket weaving degree and be out here jobless, hunching on nug nug.
That's it. That was my experience. I seen y'all educated sisters. It was heart-wrenching how many melanated sisters I experienced get expelled and sent home after their first semester of their freshman year because they was not going to class. They was coming from the hood where ninjas do the most good, and they was partying. Sisters that look like this, maybe they ain't moving like that, but y'all all wear the same uniform. Y'all all talk the same, and we can't tell y'all apart. But yeah, they out there on the 304 stroll on campus trying to get some attention, and they gonna get it.
What's the most beautiful thing about a black woman?
Is that a fork?
It is a fork.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to act you like that.
I'm kind of broke, so I got to do it.
I understand.
Yeah.
Their hair.
Their hair.
Yeah. Or like the way they do their hair. I feel like
All the
that's how they
different
like. The way they do like different styles and stuff, or they skin like. See how we look in the sun, right?
So you guys said hair, but how come black women don't wear their own hair if their hair is the most beautiful thing about them?
Okay, so I would definitely say some black women do wear their hair, but like if you don't want to do with your hair, you can always braid it up, put a wig on or whatever. It's a choice, like it's not forced, it's a choice.
But isn't that kind of lazy? Because I mean, like every other race does their hair, but then
they got a quick 1-2 type of hair, so
Right.
they straight.
It's hard for us to do. We gotta detangle it every morning.
Exactly.
Wake up early before.
Wash process bad.
time.
And there we go. It's deeply rooted. If the parents ain't teaching it, they are not just going to wake up one day once they're in college and start doing it. Some of them are granted, maybe 2%, but the most of this stuff is taught. Go look at their mamas and grandmamas and aunties and just down the whole lineage, all their friends, their mama's friends, and you be like, oh, okay, it all makes sense.
I'm so triggered. Excuse me. This is so much more deeper than it is. It take time to do it. Again, I got to give my lived experiences. I observe my wife, our whole family locked up. Me, my wife, and 4 of our lovely children all got locks. And as I watch days where we'll wash our hair, shout out to the sister hanging with Courtney and Haven Hair Care Products. We wash and do our hair, and my wife will sit there and retwist all of our hair. And it's a bonding moment. She's sitting there doing her kids' hair, speaking life and love into them. It's bigger than just outward appearance. And again, y'all melanated sisters are born with a beautiful, majestic crown. Things that have value, you got to care for them. They take effort. I keep stressing that you were born with a special crown, and it needs to be kept up. It's part of it's a curse in the gift, if you will, but they like F that. Slap on some synthetic stocking cap, wig hat, and let it be.
Yeah, I've been telling y'all for a long time, this will only get worse. So these are the babies are dressing like this. These are, I mean, it's only going to get worse. It's been passed down younger and younger. It starts with the mothers and fathers. It's not just the moms. The fathers got to be in the house. Everybody has to reinforce it, or it's just a slippery slope. It's going to start with a set of braids and then boom, boom. And by the time they're 12, 13, 15, 18, 20, it's over. They're going to be out here with pink hair.
Look at what she walking, this sister with the pink hair and black dress. Look at what's said at the top of her shirt. She walk around campus with that message. You see what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got no shame. Would your mom be proud of that shirt? Probably.
Choice, but you know, it's a
But
lot.
do you actually have to do your hair every day? Or is it that just like you kind of adhering to white supremacy in a sense? Oh, you guys got to go?
Yeah, it's
okay.
just to be presentable. That's all. That's the only reason why, though.
To be presentable.
Yeah,
but I think you guys are presentable naturally. That's what I'm going to say. How do you guys feel if you saw white women walking around the streets with Afro wigs? How would you guys feel about that?
Very disrespectful.
What about you?
I don't know how to feel. I'd be like, that's crazy.
It is crazy.
Yeah.
So, but why is it okay for black women to wear hair that looks like white women's hair? You feel me?
Our hair is versatile, so it can go to like any state.
So you're telling me a white woman couldn't do an afro with her hair
If our hair is not naturally like that, then no.
But I mean, like they can do like perms and get it to like the afro state.
Natural. Right.
But the fake hair for a black woman isn't natural either. You feel me? So like,
and they all just looked away. Now, that's why I say, Trey, he apply a little bit of pressure and they just start. And most of these women are fit. They on the college campus. It's unfortunate that they've been sold a bad bill of goods, not only from their parents and, you know, the community, but just the culture, the Glorillas and the Meg Thee Stallions, Beyonce, everywhere they turn, this is the image that's being sold to them. And ain't nobody pushing back, but very small communities like us.
We trying to right a wrong. Look at how awkward our babies are. These are babies. Don't nobody give a dang. They can't even answer simple questions. This is a light-hearted debate. I love to brain wrestle. Yeah, let's test and see if your outlook on life is accurate or not. Let's share lived experience and come to a better view on life. No, they look like you said, they turn their head. He backed them into that wall. He says, well, white women can perm their hair. And I think that is true. When they perm their hair, it gets curly instead of straight. So there you go. Now they got afros. Now, and you say that's offensive? But y'all are putting perms in to straighten y'all hair like theirs. Y'all just plopping it on. You don't think Becky thinks that offensive? Do you not care about Becky's feelings?
like, why is it okay? Why is it okay on one end, but the other end is not okay? Like, you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, like, how can we get more black women to wear their natural hair? Because to me, it's like, this is how I personally feel, but I feel like that's the most beautiful thing that you guys could wear is your natural hair. Yeah. So how do we get you guys back to that state and away from the wigs and stuff, you know?
Really, just being more confident in being in that natural state. I think
loving
society
yourself
made it seem like it's like not really comfortable for girls to like be in a natural state. You know, so girls tend to wear, you know, like to just feel more confident.
How do you feel about people who say that bonnets are not appropriate for public?
It's not.
You don't think so either?
No.
Okay, so you would agree with them?
Yeah, I would agree that like bonnets is just like not for the public eye. If anything, I feel like that's just not professional, or just in general. It's not.
Okay. Yeah. So why the bonnet? Is because you're just chilling? Or?
Yeah, I'm just chilling. I don't really care what people think, so you know.
I love that.
But like in general, yeah.
Okay.
Well, there you go. He on the college campus. I think a lot of this is telling because these are our younger sisters, probably 20 years old. And like I said, go look at their mamas. I'm trying to tell you, they've been sold this. These women don't have a choice at this age. It's over. But once y'all up there in age, it's y'all fault because y'all are perpetuating it. Y'all can end the whole cycle by wearing your natural hair and putting your daughter, getting back to doing her hair, but barrettes and all that type of stuff. Y'all have got away from it because y'all lazy.
There you go. lazy and stop prioritizing it. You are right on, Mr. X. And that's what it takes to break the cycle. It takes discomfort because these sisters here, and let's assume they all got, aunties and moms. They're not exactly going to support them on their natural hair journey. You see what I'm saying? Most likely that's the case. They're like, hey, ma, I ain't doing that. I'm about to, go natural. But I'm going to do the big chop. You see what I'm saying? I can hear it now. Girl, you about to be nappy headed. You about to walk around looking like silly. Wicked. Wicked is painful. And our hearts go out to you women. Y'all don't process criticism and stuff like that like men. It hurts y'all and y'all wear it on y'all sleeves. And we hate that for y'all. But take on the task of ending this messed up cycle of hair hate. Because that's what a lot of it is.
And shout out to Rachai, says these females have been indoctrinated to accept the established culture and deny their own culture.
It's so much supernatural power in our culture. It's not even funny. And the powers that be keep just snatching us away from it. And it grinds my gears.
Yeah, so pretty soon this will be the culture. They are the overwhelming majority. So yeah, get back. Like you said, you could show them some old clips of, the Soul Train and all that. Back when women were fit, wearing natural hair, they reject it. So this is the image. It's only going to get worse.
A shout out to some of these more upstanding God fan communities. Folks are all but bringing back arranged marriages back, and I get it. I saw a skit early, Mr. X, where this dude was acting like he was talking to some brother. He said, "Hey man, I got a son. He's a good kid. He go to trade school, got his head on the shoulder." Another dad like, "Hey, your son want to marry my daughter?" Because that's just how serious it is. It's slim pickings. My daughter can't bring home no nug, and my sons can't bring home no bonquisha.
That part. So as far as these women, y'all to the sub tonight.
Bye.
The passengers of the doomed Titanic sub spent their last moments in total darkness looking for bioluminescent creatures out of the small window and listening to their favorite music. The new details of the 5 passengers' final moments have been revealed by the wife and mum of the father-son duo.
Wade in the water, diamond wade in the water. Something's gonna trouble the water. You better wade in the water.
Yeah, I'm serious, man. We got to be very, very serious and intentional about our daughters and sons getting in relationships. If we are looking to really carry on some type of generational wealth and pass down heritage and family culture, because it's nasty out there.
And shout out to Sister Ebony Dean sponsoring the show with a 25 ball. Says salute to the best duo in the game.
Shout out to our Freedom Ryan sister. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, sister.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka!
So make sure you guys are hitting the like button. Hit the subscribe button. We are talking about modern women are down bad as hot girl summer approaches. And we are on the streets with my guy, Dre.
It's about to get hot. Pull them out. Get them up out you. Get them up out you.
Hello.
Hi,
What's your name?
Horizon Williams,
How old are you?
29.
29? Are you homeless?
Yes,
How long have you been homeless for?
for like 5-6 years.
5 or 6 years? And how did you become homeless?
Drugs and not getting along with my mom.
Not getting along with your mom? How did that happen?
I think because I was just like doing too much. I was doing too much, and she was like over it. So
you was doing too much?
yeah,
Like what?
like coming into the house drunk and like bringing people over to her house and sneaking people in and taking stuff. Like I was doing too much. And so.
Okay. And so it's been 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And wow, where are you sleeping at now?
I live down the street from the recycle center. That's like right there.
Huh. This poor soul, she out here 29 years old. She got the nerve to have a damn dog. I guess that's another story. Oh my gosh, she down so bad. That wig. Shout out to Ashley Dalton. Shout out to Brother Trey. Right? We be hitting on this stuff. This is it.
Yeah, this is a special one. Like just that look on her face. Yeah, she ain't got them all. She been out there. How old she is?
About 30.
She been out here she been out here since 24, 25, 5-6 years strong on the streets. That's that dead-eyed look. She looked like somebody we grew up with. That's wild. A dude all in the face. Look, wow. But unfortunate. Say the babies. At least she got enough sense to tell the truth. She said, I'm out here because of drugs and I was being hot. I was sneaking ninjas into my mama's house and she kicked me out. Most unfortunate.
I live down the street from the recycle center. That's like right there.
Is that, like a tent? Or?
Yeah, I live in a tent.
Oh, you do have a tent? Okay, all right. What has that experience been like for you, being homeless?
It just made me like, I just don't know how to like, be like, I don't know. It just made me like, miss like the house types, like, I don't know, it just made me hard, I guess, like.
Fractured.
So it's hard, it's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the hardest part about being homeless for you?
I think the hardest part about being homeless for me is just not being able to like have privacy when I want it, or like how it makes me look to people, like, and I don't know.
Yeah.
This is bad. And we've been seeing a lot of this lately. Grown women, Black women in particular, living in tents. Younger women under the age of 40 in Atlanta. This brother, he's in Southern California. They're in Texas and Memphis. It's everywhere. They're losing jobs, about hundreds of thousands. The weather about to heat up. You may see more women living outside this summer.
Already seeing it. Just where I'm at, I'm taking note myself, and I know things are getting serious because I'm seeing homeless folks posted up, around my town, around playgrounds and parks. I'm like, wait a minute. And I keep driving past this one park. I'm like, wait a minute. There's a homeless person posted up under that pavilion. Every morning, he or she is there. It's happening. And that's the scariest thing whenever law enforcement start allowing that to take place, because that's against ordinances. That's a sign that you just start seeing the homeless starting to set up shops and it just be okay. It's over.
And shout out to Rachai. He says, I think generational wealth begins with understanding our culture, knowing our family roots, and respecting each other. It ain't all about money.
Amen, Rachai. I agree, good brother.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka!
How do people look at you or treat you in general?
Well, they look at me like, oh, you supposed to have your shit together, like type shit, or like they see something in me, and then like when I show them like where I live at, or like it's a whole different thing, like. So it kind of like, I don't know.
You say when you tell them where you live at, it's a whole different thing.
Mm-hmm.
So would that be like maybe somebody, a friend that you might meet, or
somebody like, yeah, because most of my friends, they're homeless too, like they, so they can't say shit, but like it would be like somebody who like show interest to me a little bit, like it'd be kind of hard because they'd be like embarrassed or some shit, like.
You mean like if you met a guy or something like that and they find out you're homeless and then their whole attitude changes?
Yeah.
I got you. Okay. What kind of experiences have you had? Have you had any bad experiences?
I didn't been like have my shit took in. I didn't been like woken up and nigga, how the fuck did you, like, how'd you get here type shit. Like I've always had like things happen to me like in my sleep, like.
It's gonna happen. You out there in the wild at night, unprotected. That's why people have houses with doors with locks, windows with locks, gated communities with guards and locks. Y'all women ain't built to be living outside in tents without a man at the very least. Even then, there's still danger.
We keep telling y'all, us good men recognize and acknowledge that evil men exist. My goodness. That's why we keep trying to sound this alarm. Of course, there's wicked things that happen. You are an unprotected woman, and you have one of the most precious assets on earth that lies between thine thighs. And ignorant, non-God-fearing men, they gonna come inquire. You heard her. They bleeped out some wildness. She said, yeah, I'll be waking up, and I was trying to read her lips, but it sounded like she said she wake up and nug be in the cut.
Not like, you know, just the normal bad shit, like, you know, like that, like people go through, not even just women, like anybody can go to sleep and then wake up and find somebody right next to him that was not there when you went to sleep, like type shit, like, you know.
So you've actually woke up next to somebody,
yeah,
that you was totally unaware of when you went to sleep.
Yeah, woke up to somebody touching me, like, what the fuck? Crazy shit.
Wow. And what do you say in a situation like that? Like,
well,
tell them to get out, or?
Yeah, like, and I like take off on their ass, like physically, like, you know, and it be like that. But it's like, I never called the police because I always figured, like, I'm gonna get them myself or some shit, like, type shit, or somebody's gonna get them or some shit, you know? But, and it's also, like, hard, too, because, like, when you live out here, you can't go nowhere, like, you gotta see the same people who violate you, take your shit, bitches too. Like, you know what I mean? You gotta see, you still gotta wake up and see them, basically, you know? So living out here kind of made me, like, hard and soft too, because it made me just, like, adapt to my surroundings, like, type shit, you know? Like,
yeah.
This is rough. Being out here made her hard and soft, according to her. Just food bars, we say. I mean, man, like she said, you gotta hang around people that violate you on a daily. You really can't call the cops or nothing because it ain't part of the street code, because they under the same code as, you know, the dealers and everybody else up under a wicked ass code, and it's wicked.
They homeless, and they can't call the law because they are constantly breaking the law, being homeless folks. They're gonna call the law gonna say, okay, get out of here, clean it, then go sit there, and they ain't no doors to knock on. Excuse me. No, y'all out here loitering in tents. And she is fractured. I realized that from the first question. She keeps saying like, and she's also just said that it is normal. She said it's normal. It can happen to anybody, where you wake up in the middle of the night and some stranger laying next to you with red eyes and his meat out. That's just it happens. Happens to everybody, don't it?
Yes. And shout out to Brother Trey, says she got that Don Imus wig.
Shout out to Trey.
Wow, so people steal your stuff all the time and stuff like that too. Wow. Yeah, I interview a lot of people that go through the same thing. You know, that's like one of the main things is them having their things stolen. You already don't have much to begin with, and then somebody steals what you do have.
It make you not want to have nothing.
Yeah.
Type shit, like, or like whatever you do get, sell that shit, like, because you know as soon as you like leave your spot, or as soon as you as soon as you like leave your spot or like some shit like that, it's gonna be gone, like. And your friends, ain't no friends out here, like, ain't no fucking friends, ain't no homeboys for life, ain't no homegirls for life. People, fuck no. Like,
yeah, wow, that's tough. How do you provide for yourself?
Well, I panhandle sometimes, like how you met me right there. Like I panhandle, and then like sometimes like my sister, she'll send me like money on Cash App, or like, you know, but she's not gonna financially support me till I go to rehab. So like she like. But,
okay, so you are fighting addiction?
Yeah, not really.
Not really.
Because it's like my addiction is like, I guess like.
Don't mention any kind of drug, but.
No, it's like a lazy like type, you know, like my addiction is like I just got in one place and like to sit there, like, you know, don't like to do nothing, like don't self-motivate myself, don't know, like feel like just sit there type shit, like crazy.
Yeah. Do you think some?
Man, listen, I would say it's nearly impossible for somebody to be homeless on the streets and not addicted to something, alcohol, some type of substance. Ain't no way. It's impossible. I mean, granted, you could be mental, you know, there's that, but even then, they on something.
She definitely mental. And it surprises me every time. In a world where shame no longer exists, every last one of these street interview individuals, they always got shame when it comes to their drug of choice. They never just flat out say crack. H. No, they, you know, I'm trying to stop. Like her, she said, "No, I'm kind of struggling. Not really though." She said her addiction is laziness. She likes to just sit and stay there in one spot for hours. Sound like you got the dope nod. That's what that is. Tell us more. Stop lying. Tell yourself the truth so that you could change is what this is. But this is one of God's special babies. Look at her.
That might be from depression, maybe?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. All right. Do you have any children?
Mm-mm.
No kids? What was your childhood like growing up?
My mom was like, my dad wasn't there, but my mom was there, but she was there, but she wasn't, like, type shit. Like, she was doing, like, things, selling drugs and stuff. So, like, we always had everything, food, clothes, like, we had everything we needed type shit, but, like, she was just never there, like. And my grandparents raised me and my sister until my grandma passed away and stuff like that. So, basically, we had more, like, childhood with our grandparents. That shit was lovely type shit, like.
Okay.
I mean, it's the same story. Repeat. You can pull one of these women up, stand against one of these walls somewhere, AutoZone, and it's the same story. Mama was either selling WAP or on the streets herself or doing something wild. They was raised by grandma. Dad's whereabouts, who knows? They probably don't even know who their daddy is. Same story. Nightmares.
Again, this gynocratic cover-up. My goodness. Dad wasn't there, but mom was. Mom gave us everything we needed. But also you was living with your grandma. All those daggone things cannot be true. You can't have everything you need as a young growing child whenever your father ain't there. And things with your mama ain't so good if you got to live with your grandma. Coming from a kid that lived with his grandma. And then look at the outcome. This is also a part of breaking generational curses. Tell the truth. Let that evil be exposed, because until we do, this is what it looks like. This is what it manifests into. It just all goes into one of these pathetic vessels, and this is the outcome. A shattered, broken individual.
Do you were you raised by your mom and dad or no?
Like my grandparents.
By your grandparents. Okay, I got you. What was your relationship like with your mom and dad?
Well, like my mom was always in and out of jail type shit, so I really got to know her at a point where I feel like it didn't matter type shit. Like, but like it was cool, but it was crazy. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's crazy. Like I definitely like don't like I don't know. I don't have no close relationship to nobody. Like.
And I think you mentioned your sister. How many sisters and brothers do you have?
Well, my mom has one daughter, and me and my sister, and then my dad has a whole bunch of kids. Like, at least I got like 3, 4 brothers, like 4 or 5 sisters. Like, no shit.
Okay. And where's your mom now?
She lives in LA, down the street from Skid Row.
Is that where you're from?
No, I'm from Pomona, California.
You're from Pomona? Okay. And your mom is in LA?
Yeah, she's from Doherty.
Huh?
She's from Doherty though.
Okay. She's not homeless or anything though, right? Okay. Is she aware that she's homeless?
Yeah.
Man,
You a lie, and the truth ain't in you.
just stop. You got to start. How your mom lived down the street from Skid Row, just conveniently, one of the number one places in America where there's homeless people selling WAP and doing stuff, and your mom just lived right there. Is she still homeless doing stuff? Nah, she just in Proxim. She just in the belly of the beast chilling.
And so is she. She said she ain't selling WAP either. She just like this is what we got so far. I be listening. So as of right now, she don't have any addiction, no vices. Her thing is she likes to get herself together in the morning like so and just go stand in one spot for hours. This is the lie. I'm sorry. This is the story that she has told us so far. No vices. Just out here, out here on the stroll, being a good old wholesome girl. Where your Bible at? Might as well just hold damn Bible study with your wholesome self.
Did she ever try to?
She mentioned it like, okay, well, maybe I wanted to see, because my sister, she just moved down here from Maryland. She moved to like LA, like with my mom or some shit like that. But Like she mentioned it, like, well, I was wanted you to come like over, and I was like, well, I have a pit bull dog. She's like, well, I didn't say that you could stay. I was like, well, damn, like, so like, how do you mean? But she can't see out of her this eye, so her driving skills, she can't drive to come pick me up. So I don't know why she make plans like that, but
yeah. So do you have any plans to like try to get yourself in a better situation or any kind of plan?
yeah, I have things that I think I would like to do, but I just don't know how to make them real. Like I don't know how to like. Yeah, I don't know. I'm losing ways to like. I don't know.
It's called being foobar, effed up beyond any repair. That she can't even. She's like, I don't know. I'm foobar. Y'all need to get familiar with it. I mean, and it's an unfortunate state to be in.
Most unfortunate. There's no chance of repair. And I listen for critical things. She just stood there and said that she told her mom she couldn't come stay with her too long because she has a pit bull dog. I ain't nobody's, I don't know. I don't know what every dog is, but I know what that go thing. That Chihuahua that she got down there ain't no pit bull. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's little things like that, sister. I would say, wait, you say that's a pit bull? Yeah, I got a pit bull. Okay. You crazy as hell. I ain't gonna keep going on with this conversation. And you don't mind lying. Once you find that lie, shout out to the movie Ray. What'd he say? Scratch a liar, find a thief. Y'all done heard the lie. Ain't no need to hear anything else. You a special baby.
Yeah, I got you. Okay. So are there any bad decisions that you've made in the past that you wish you could go back and change? Everything?
Yeah.
What's the main thing?
I think the main thing I wish I could is going to sleep.
Huh?
Going to sleep.
Going to sleep?
Yeah. Like on some real shit. Like I regret that shit ever. Like.
Wow. So it must be hard for you you traumatized in a way. From going to sleep and things that happen when you're asleep. Basically.
Yeah. Because that's the only time.
But you have to go to sleep though,
Shit, and it's like I get to the point where I try to wear myself out. Like I'll wear
before you go to sleep.
Yeah, I try to do that shit, and then it would be a bad thing because
when you sleep hard.
Hard. Even when but I noticed
there you go.
Something too. Even when I don't do shit, even because there's been days where I didn't do nothing but sit in the same place, go to sleep, and I sleep hard as fuck. Wake up, somebody right there.
You got to go to sleep. Yeah, this is wicked. What do you mean? People always right there. I told y'all, at least protected, and that's a movie. Wasn't that on the movie Smile? When that demon get attached to you and they can't go to sleep, you just up and you gotta sleep. Gotta sleep, Bonquisha.
Yeah. Not sleeping will drive you insane. You will start to melt down and you will fracture your mind. Holy cow. Again, we understand. We care. This woman said, I can't even sleep. It's her most dangerous time of her day. It's going to rest. Like daggone Freddy Krueger coming. This ain't Nightmare on Elm Street. It's Nightmare on Figaro. Nightmare on Skid Row. Can't sleep. She said every time he goes to sleep, she sleeps. This is the truth is coming in with these lies. Most likely what's happening, she finding somebody, she getting hied up, snorted out, and passing out sleep, and then just having a way with her. That's most likely what happening. And she says she ain't got no kids, thank God. But that seemed to be her thing, She just getting hunched on in her sleep. That's wild as hell.
When you sleep hard.
Hard. Even when but I noticed something too, even when I don't do shit. Even because there's been days where I didn't do nothing but sit in the same place, go to sleep, and I sleep hard as fuck, wake up, somebody right there. What the fuck? Like, I didn't drain myself, I didn't do too much, I didn't lift nothing up, I didn't do a fucking thing. But I sleep hard, like. It's crazy, like, and then sometimes I don't know what the fuck, like.
Say it.
Yeah, wow, that's tough. That's tough. And you're out here alone?
Yeah, I Yeah, I have some people that like live around me and stuff. Like,
do they help you out a little bit, like help you watch your stuff and?
Well, no, because that's why I say you have no friends out here,
No
like
friends,
no
yeah.
at all, like homegirls either. Fuck no, like you could try to put your like self in between everything that people got going on and show that you're really there for them. They will not reciprocate the same energy because they simply don't have to, like type of shit like. And I'm so understanding of that. It's crazy, like, and that's why shit just rolls off of me, like, and I don't sit there and I don't stress out over it like this. But like low key in real life, I think like what you put out in this world, people should give it back to you, like, and you're not supposed to have no what's that thing? You're not supposed to do things to have people do things back, or you know what I mean? Like you don't do something for somebody to do. You do it to be generous, right? You know. But like.
Yeah. Okay. If somebody wanted to reach out and help you, do you have a cash out?
Yeah, but yeah.
You do have a cash out. What's your cash out?
Horizon Williams 9. Horizon Williams 9.
Say it one more time.
Horizon Williams 9.
Horizon Williams 9.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Well, I think that'll pretty much wrap it up for the interview. It was nice talking to you, and you be safe out here. Okay.
Thank you.
And there you go. Shout out to the brother Dre that pulled up on this woman and her pit bull. And yeah, she out there. No socks, just her feet all crusty. This is the worst of the worst, man. My God.
That's a unique breed of pit bull there. Well, what breed is that? Oh my goodness. And she says she ain't got no kids. That's a win. That's a silver lining on this dark cloud, but I ain't buying it because that oatmeal pie, she up here lying about this pit bull. She probably could have had some kids, and that's unfortunate because she definitely out here hunching and getting hunched on in her sleep. Is that a kink? Sleep hunching. Is that a kink? Put a one in the chat. I ain't never heard about it, sleep hunching.
Yes. So this is pure darkness. We're going to take this sister, put her in the sub, and keep it moving.
Dark in the sub.
The passengers of the doomed Titanic sub spent their last moments in total darkness looking for bioluminescent creatures out of the small window and listening to their favorite music. The new details of the 5 passengers' final moments have been revealed by the wife and mum of the father-son duo.
Wade in the water, diamond, wade in the water. Something's gonna trouble the water. You better wade in the water. Yeah, man.
Gotta save these babies, and these babies gotta save themselves, as a lot of us had to. That's part of breaking these generational curses. Gotta talk, communicate, huh? Go ahead and get therapy. That's been a talking point, but latest studies have shown, shout out to media, man. Enough folks ain't getting therapy. Go ahead, get some therapy, help yourself.
So here we go. If you have not hit the like button yet, take a second, hit the like button. We are talking about women are down bad, but not all women. So I'm going to let this play. Hit the like button.
Actually, it's me, LeJayor, and I want to let y'all know I got this RV off of Facebook Marketplace. Now, while I was getting it cleaned up, I ended up going to my county site, looking for some land, and I ended up buying me some land, okay? So I went down there, signed my papers. Now, I'm a landowner. Now, I did my little thorough inspection, so I looked through, and as y'all can see, for $5,000, this was not a bad buy. Few things need to be done, a few paintings, and as I was looking through it, I found a few problems, but I got it all fixed up. Now, the main problem was the water pump wasn't working. Found some help on Facebook Marketplace. Boom. Now we got water. Now, while that's getting fixed up, I end up packing up all my stuff, baby. And I mean everything. And moving right on up in there. As you can see, fuck that rent. And I got to adjusting, purchasing things as I went. My bed. My kids are getting adjusted. I got me a new couch. But my biggest pet peeve was this poop, okay? Now, I ended up finding a solution and got a septic service to come drain that poop for me. And my second biggest pet peeve was these clothes. Now, as a girl, you know you got to have your clothes, but I found there's a solution, ladies. Just get a storage unit. Now, I'm learning and growing through this whole process, and I'm teaching you all along the way. And if you want to learn more, lay back.
Oh, this is wicked. Now, if you was by yourself, granted, but you got kids, and it appears that there's no man. So I'm already like, this is sketchy. You out there with, just like we told y'all women, this is practically being homeless. Same type of deal. You need a man.
I agree, Mr. X. I got to give credit where it's due. All right. Now, I like it. She said, I'm downsizing. I'm going to find a standard of living I can maintain. I like that. But I agree, Mr. X. As soon as I kept looking for a big, strong man to be there to protect what they have acquired, because you got a little land, folks just come. You need a man. He's a threat deterrent. So like you said, I like this. I believe this is awesome. It's kind of extreme, but we are in extreme economic times. But you got to have a man, because it's teetering on the edge of destruction. At any given time, the bad people could come and take what's yours, or just take you.
Poop for me. And my second biggest pet peeve was these clothes. Now, as a girl, you know you gotta have your clothes, but I found there's a solution, ladies. Just get a storage unit. Now, I'm learning and growing through this whole process, and I'm teaching you all along the way. And if you want to learn more, lay back, let's get to know each other. See you next time.
So here I am fixing my motherfucking house again. Hey Facebook, I just started posting on here, so I figured I'd catch y'all up. The first video of my Fixing My Motherfucking House Again series was me kicking the chimney off the side of the house. And in the voiceover, you can literally hear me say, I think I'm finna start a series and I'm gonna have like part 1, part 2. And that's gonna be my trademark. Here I am fixing my motherfucking house again, because here I am fixing my motherfucking house again. And y'all, I never, ever, ever expected this to happen, but the video went viral overnight. Now, this was sometime at the end of the summer, not last summer, the summer before. And I posted a few videos, but then I stopped posting whenever it got cold outside because I stopped working on the house for real. Then that December, I found out I was pregnant with my daughter and was like, oh my God, I have to get my shit together. So not the chimney video, but every other part of this video, I was pregnant and working on my house.
So here we go. Struggle Quisha. In some of these videos, I've seen a struggle nug with her, and they twerking the hell out of this condemned house. They twerking it, they reframing and doing siding and you name it. Drywall.
As long as it pans out, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. You know, yeah, that's wild. Kicked out. Yeah, this task is so tall that the outside of the area is condemned. They working their way in. This is a huge project. And hopefully their social media endeavors will help fund it. I'm here for it. That's happening a lot nowadays for folks like this. As long as it all makes sense and this ain't for naught. Because a lot of these construction sites wind up abandoned. Trust me.
Man.
Real. Then that December, I found out I was pregnant with my daughter and was like, oh my God, I have to get my shit together. So not the chimney video, but every other part of this video, I was pregnant and working on my house. I worked on my house all the way up until I was 39 weeks pregnant and had my baby at 39 weeks and 6 days. Now, in case y'all didn't pick up on it just by watching, I built those walls to separate the kitchen from the bedroom. And there was a second interior chimney that
I'll say it like this. This woman is more impressive than probably 95% of men. It's just at least 90. All right. She in here doing carpentry and electrical, you know, you name it, plumbing. She is very resourceful, good for the group, but I don't know what she smell like.
And put on some more clothes. Yeah, I don't know. You out here handling wood and nails and tools, and you just got all, man, you get scratched up and stuff. Yeah, put on some daggone, protect your delicate flesh. But salute to you, sister. Like the hard work, but don't have permanent damage from doing it.
I framed around. So on the bedroom side, I put in 2 closets. And on the kitchen side, I'm putting in a little pantry. So when you come to my Facebook page and you're like, what the heck? Why are we already on part 80 something? It's because I just recently came to Facebook. If you want to see all of the videos, you guys can go look on my TikTok, my Instagram, my YouTube, everything that I have, y'all. My name is Mimi Cleckley. It's the same across everything. It might be Mimi.Cleckley, but it's Mimi Cleckley. But again, I have all of my links in my bio. The link in my bio, I feel like y'all are not clicking the link in my bio because it doesn't.
Look, she twerking. They getting it done. That's what she doing, the walls, and she gonna do the floors. All right, give her some time. She gonna raise her babies up in that house that she owns. That I hope she owns. Shout out to Bonquisha.
I ain't got no hate. I love what I'm seeing. It is what it is. Make a way. She done found her man to knock her up. Hopefully they get married. Hopefully this is real. But I want to touch on this. This is dope. This is dope what she is doing. However, it's kind of where the man at? If you really got a man, like why you up here hoisting up drywall? That's tough work. Like where your man at, sister? This ain't got to be so taxing on your body. Now you're gonna go into early labor, effing Ryan.
Clicking the link in my bio because it doesn't say YouTube or it doesn't say TikTok. So you're like, no, that can't be the link. Click the link in my bio. It takes you to like a link hub.
Look at that. They done put carpet down. They got TV and electrical. Listen, folks, it ain't that hard. Teamwork make the dream work. All right, come together and make something smack.
Now, also want to say, when you see the rest of the house, I've seen this setup. I didn't already gave her adulation, but what I'm also saying is we can't see the rest of this house. Some folks will just get one room set up. This looks like the bedroom. Get that set up, and the rest of the house never, ever gets completed. Not saying that's what's going to happen, but it's common. So, but hopefully this sister continue on with the journey. I think it's very dope as long as it don't all come crashing down from lack of covering and instruction. Shout out to Ebony Dean.
Like a link center, and all of my links are there for everything. Now, after I put in the outlet for my TV, I went out to my living room and I framed a wall. My living room was huge because it used to be a living room and a dining room, and I tore the wall out. And I had a really big living room for a long time. And really, I was just going for the open concept. But after a while, I just started to not like it. So I built a foyer. Then we worked on the
Look at Nug and Bonquisha. Yeah, I would say, like Mr. Walk said, typically, but when folks is doing that sweat equity like this, they gonna knock this whole house out. They gonna be up on the roof. They too ambitious at this point. Most folks, you can tell they lazy with it. They ain't cutting no corners. They mudding. They making it smack. They about to flip this whole house and probably buy another one. There's people doing that. There's one woman on Facebook. She buying up all these houses. So they taking over some of them. Very small percentage.
There you go. This is awesome. I like y'all know our message over here. We just want to see prolonged success. It breaks my heart to see things like this, and then we come to find out in a year that the place got foreclosed on. They was lying, cheating. Hopefully that's not this, but that's what seems always come down the pike. Outside of fraud and chaos, this is dope. Blessings to them. May this go as how it looked like it's going.
I was just going for the open concept, but after a while, I just started to not like it. So I built a foyer. Then we worked on the pantry a bit. I had to move my electric wall heater. I also moved the outlet for my fridge. And then I had my baby. I had a midwife and a home birth, so I gave birth to my baby in this house, in my room, in a pool. But all right, catch y'all on the next one.
Yeah, this is legit. Like I said, I would say don't be jaded, folks. I get it. We put up a lot of debauchery, but there's silver linings every once in a while in the madness. I would say this is probably one of them.
And I keep saying that. That's what gives my cold heart hope for humanity and our people. I've seen these. I've seen the homesteading community and the RV community where they will come together, hunker down, and make something smack. There is proper and wholesome resilience out there. There's good folks out there that's making things happen. And this is what it looks like. We acknowledge that everything ain't gonna be perfect. She should be married to this guy. She should be, because that makes the situation more solid. Because I would hate to see her up here crying to him, oh, he left, and now you got to go through this whole endeavor by yourself. Hopefully it pans out for the best. I like it.
So here we go. We're going to give this woman some space air and keep it moving.
It's been a while.
We got us the gun line.
Tell them about the gun line, boss.
I hope you find some peace of mind.
I like it. We done put on display two sisters that look like they are making the adjustments in these hard times. But we gotta keep harping on it. The presence of a man is always questionable. Y'all need a man. Trust us.
So here we go. We talk about modern women are down bad and hot girl summer is approaching. We're going back over to Neferatu. Hit the like button.
Talk to him, Ash.
Hey, I am interested in being married.
Okay.
And I'm not sure what I'm doing that's not attracting what I want.
Are you so before marriage, are men approaching you to take you out on a date? Step number one, before marriage. Are we even attracting men to go on dates, or are we being offered dates?
No.
Okay, so when was the very last time, let me ask you, Shisha, when was the very last time a man approached you?
Yesterday.
Okay, and what happened with that? Did you guys exchange numbers?
No, he didn't approach me in the most respectful way. It wasn't respectful.
So when was the last time a man approached you in a respectful way and you guys exchanged numbers?
That was about a week ago.
Okay, and then what happened?
So he texted me and just was like, oh, would you come over? And I was like, nah, we're not doing that.
That's what he thought immediately. And where did you meet him? Was this out on the street, in the gym, in a restaurant? Where did you meet?
It was out on the street. Like when I'm in the gym, no one really approaches me.
It's over. Either you're hunching or not. That's what these guys are saying. And she sat here and said she don't get approached, but then you just described you've been approached at least twice in the last 7 days. It's not by men y'all desire. Y'all need to put the caveat on it. There's very few men y'all come across y'all desire. So there lies the problem. That 1 in 500, y'all want him to really approach y'all, and it ain't happening.
There you go. And she actually had the nerve to say that men are not approaching y'all in the gym. Y'all ruined that. I would advise any young single man out there on the prowl looking for a woman. I don't even know how to tell you to approach a woman in the gym. That sexually charged place, I keep my daggone head down. Shout out to my video. Shout out to C. Bogan. Listen, I keep my head down. I ain't got time because you'll be me too just like that if these women get the sexual attention from you and they don't want it. See that? If they like you, they take that. But if they don't like you, now you probably go into jail and you getting kicked out of the health club. But sister, you looking to get married and you walking around with a septum ring. Technical foul, ejected from the game. That septum ring, that's what they put in a bull's nose to control it because it's uncontrollable. And yanking on it cause so much discomfort, it's going to go where you pull it. And y'all put that in y'all nose, meaning y'all are uncontrollable and not a wife.
Hey, shout out to Richard. To Gavin X, did you see the recent Pop the Balloon episode? The first female contestant was wearing a sheer see-through outfit. No, I haven't seen Pop the Balloon at least a year, maybe a couple years.
Yeah, we done boycotted Pop the Balloon.
But no, I haven't seen it, brother.
Approaches me.
Okay, Sisha, can I see you head to toe? How you look right now because you are in public?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to be honest with you. Not that the nose ring isn't cute on you. I'm not saying it doesn't look good. But most men associate nose rings with intimacy. Okay? Most of them do. So I want us to remove that.
Girl, listen, I'm not playing like that. Listen.
Oh, it wasn't even real.
It gotta go because and I will be honest, I am
they said she needs to go to better places. I think what place are you in now? It looks like she's in a nice environment. You don't have to say the name of it, but just is it a cafe?
I'm in a very cute cafe.
Okay.
It's an Ethiopian cafe, and it's like a nice ambiance environment. I am also older. And so I think that has something to do with it. So I'm past 34.
Okay, that ring needs to come off too. That ring, because if you look quick enough, it may look like an engagement.
And say your real age. I'm past 34. What are you, 37, 36, 38? Quit playing. You almost 40. And you, like say, arrested development. Y'all are grown children.
She out here. She is at her wit's end. I kind of feel for her. She being sincere. She really yeah, the wall. She sit there looking at the wall. And she like, actually, I need help. Tell me what I need to do. Nose ring gone. Take off your fake faux engagement ring. I don't know why y'all do that, but y'all do. You need to make yourself more approachable to the guy you want. And thank you, Ashley, for pointing out that scepter ring. She said it means hunching. Either or, hunching or uncontrollable. But sisters, I feel for this sister because she ain't been nasty, she ain't been ratchet, but desperation is kind of oozing out of her forehead.
Ring, and I want you to wear your hair down, not in a ponytail.
So don't wear a ponytail. Okay.
No, we don't want ponytail. Can you wear your hair out, even if it's your natural hair? I want hair out.
Out. Okay.
Yeah.
I have 4A hair. I have a little TWA, a little afro.
Okay. So you can do your little afro with a dress and a pair of heels. So you can do a little summer sundress. Do a sundress that goes to the knee and a little thong heel that you slip on.
A thong heel, like toes out?
Toes out. Mm-hmm.
Toes out. Okay, so
bright color. Something bright. Pink, blue, white. Mm-hmm.
So like soft sundress colors.
Yes.
Take out the nose ring, have my hair out.
Hair out. Brighter lip color, because I saw the nose ring, I saw black eyeliner, and then I saw a brown lip liner, right? That combination gives edge.
Oh.
Yes.
I'm over here thinking I'm demure, thinking I'm, soft.
Yeah, I'm not saying you're not. Like your energy feels that way to me. It doesn't feel like you aren't. But I'm just saying first impression, that's what I got. And that's so I want us to go brighter on the lip.
Brighter lip. Would you say like red or pink?
You can do red or pink and then add blush. I like blush.
More, okay, so I went a little light on the blush, so more blush.
A little bit more blush, yep.
These women are down so bad. They are doing anything in hopes of getting some results. What do I need to do? Blush? Take that off? A little bit more of that? Take that out? What? A little splash of that? What more? I just want some type of results.
And it always triggers me because some of this information, all of this information, this sister's mom and auntie should have gave to her. Actually got to sit here and give her the appropriate color palettes for certain places and the seasons. Even a crack baby ninja like me, I know. Shout out to my mama. I understand certain colors. Like I'm not wearing darker colors in the summertime. You want to be light and airy. Dark colors for the fall and winter time. And what's some of the more hardcore rules? No brown shoes after 7 o'clock. That's deep in the game. I don't know nothing about it. But these answers you should have gotten from your mom and them. Simple things. It's like, you too edgy. You got this, you got your hair in a ponytail slick back, with the septum ring. You just look like a classy escort. Most respectfully.
Okay. So you can do your natural hair. I like the twist out. And then I want you to think of another hair, maybe a hair piece where you have a bang. Some type of curtain bang. It could be short. It doesn't need to be long.
Oh, a bang. Oh,
yes,
okay.
curtain
I like
bang.
That.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't done bangs in a long time.
Yeah.
I haven't done bangs in a long time. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what I want you to try. And I want us to go to different locations in your city. Okay, so every week you should be going out. That goes to everyone here. Going to this cafe, if no one's responding to you as you are right now, then we need to try a new outfit and then come back to this location.
And see what happens.
Absolutely. They said make a list. Yes, make a list. So the level up I want for her, yes, for Tisha, is I want her to take the ponytail out, take the nose ring out, brighter makeup, a brighter outfit, dress something bright on the body, and either a little sandal or a little thong heel.
Okay, so bright, curtain bangs, sandal, thong heel, a sundress, and then also I also am a little different than other people. I'm more so into health and herbalism and wellness, and I want to meet men who are interested in the same thing I'm interested in.
Man.
You a lie, and the truth ain't in you.
Y'all women come up here act like y'all so dope and demure and feminine. I'm just so great. I don't know why I can't find this guy. Here we are. Ashley, start asking, are y'all interested in poly love? Do you want to share a man? These have to be some of the top questions to ask women in 2026 and beyond. Do you want to share a man? If not, I really can't give you no true advice in dating.
We are there. We are there. The biblical, what is it? The daggone biblical prophecy is being fulfilled. What did Leon King keep saying to y'all? 3 to 4 women to 1 man. It has been documented. It has been prophesied, and we are here. It's okay not to be for everybody. She talking about she's more holistic, into herbal remedies. Love that. Shout out to my wife. Exude that. You see what I'm saying? Y'all want to, the Heine Clan, y'all want to try to appease to everybody. She want to appear classy, yet edgy and holistic. No. You a herbal tree hugging sister? Exude it so that man can identify you as such. But I did not see you as some holistic, natural woman because of your outward appearance. It was not giving that. You see, shout out to Ash. Like, you got to present what you want, and your presentation is confusing.
So where the healthy men are, we need to go sign up for a run club.
Yeah.
Hello?
A run club. They just announced a new run club.
Okay, sign up right now. Immediately. Okay. All right, and something bright. Again, when you go, something bright, fitted, that looks good.
And fitted, okay.
Mm-hmm. Maybe for the run club, you can do your afro or the ponytail. That's fine.
So
for
the run club, I could do the ponytail.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Or afro.
Looking cute and fly, I'm gonna do the fro. The
okay. Yeah.
And then when I want to glam it up, like when I'm going out with my girls and I want to look super glammy, I would love to do more of like a long.
Mm-hmm.
Like I love what you're doing with your hair, but I haven't done curtains. I haven't done bangs in a long time. I do kind of have a forehead. Should they come down here?
No, just above your eyebrow. Just above your eyebrow area. Slightly into your eyebrow. Slightly.
Okay. Thank you. And brighter lips. I'm gonna just go bright.
Yes, and try up different locations and come back. And let us know how that goes, you know? And you need to change up your energy. No desperate energy when you're out. No desperate energy. No looking where the men, who cares? I can care less. I'm not interested. That needs to be the energy, and then it will come like a moth to a flame. All right?
That's good. Thank you so much.
You're welcome so much, beauty. Bye-bye. Yeah, beautiful girl, but take it up a notch. Take it up a notch. Outside of looks are important to grab their eyes now. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell y'all it's not. Okay, you need the look to get them to cross the street, to jump out the car, to approach you. You need the look. So sometimes it's not what you're doing, it's how you're doing it. It's not what you're doing, it's how you're doing it.
Listen, shout out to Ashley. She up here selling snake oil. They all know. So that feel-goodery. So she gonna lay Bonquisha down slow and book a session because she lets you get away with a lot of questions. So she got a lot of free game, Bonquisha.
There you go. I shout out to Mr. Gina. I like this sister too. It's one of the better ones out here. She didn't come across stank, egotistical, you know, like really looking for genuine questions. She want to know how long to cut her bangs. She said, "Nah, bring them down here a little higher." Again, salute to her for that vulnerability, because a lot of sisters won't acknowledge that. I don't even know how to do this. Again, where mama gam and aunties and them to tell you how to do that. Unfortunate, but salute to the sister. May she get a desired outcome. May she join that run club and chase her down the man. But actually capping on the end there, don't go around these desirable men and act like you want to be somewhere else. That's the no. Show some interest. Yes, don't be desperate. Don't. I agree with that. That's a technical foul too. However, find a guy and show some interest. Put forth some effort. Don't act like you ain't impressed when you are.
Man, we got some super chats.
Appreciate you, No Contendo. Good to see you, brother. Says Hebrew Israelites have read scripture about weave. What it say?
Man.
Appreciate you, brother Divine. Says for her to get the man she wants, she would have to travel long distance to be where the wealthy men are. But we know she won't pay Ubers, so just to be in those areas. She better figure it out. Appreciate you, Hex. Been a member for 25 months. We appreciate you. Says moth to a flame. We got moth astronauts too. Shout out to who's that? Johnny Blaze. Says forehead more like 8 heads. She all right. She gonna cover it up, Johnny.
So as far as she goes, she definitely glaze approved.
For shiggity, glaze away.
We got us the gun line.
Tell them about the gun line, boss.
We may not know which way to go. Oh Lord, see, this shit is gonna be dangerous. Some dark-winged duck shit. Let's get dangerous. I play the fool for the fool. Everybody plays the fool sometime, and no exception to the rule. Listen, baby, you hear me? I played the fool for a fool.
Yeah, sisters, don't be standoffish to the man that most women find desirable. He doesn't have to deal with that. Go out your way and be vulnerable to that, bro. Let him know that you are impressed with what you see, how he moving. Kev said it best. A woman needs to be impressed with how her man moves through the world. But don't go acting like, I didn't seem better, because that's why you going to wind up lonely.
So here we go. We're going to keep it moving. I'm going to pull this next story up. We got Big Glow here. They say Big Glow is pregnant. That's what fans are saying, speculating. You know, they noticed a little bump on her appearance, and some are joking. Some woman said Glorilla is so smart for getting her nose job before getting pregnant, so her baby gets her new nose.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka!
Yeah, ignorant. Yeah, that's not how it works. Yeah, ignorant. Leave Glow alone, man. Glow, one of my favorite ratchet sisters. I like the glow up. You know, they was down bad. Shout out to Brorilla. Brorilla really drove it home. I can't be a hater. Just here we go.
So here we go. I'm gonna pull this story up. Shout out to the brother O'Shea. Hit the like button.
One thing about these professional baby mamas, they may do not know the signs of how to spot a good man, but they know how to spot the signs of pregnancy.
On March 20th, 2026, Lotto announced her pregnancy while promoting her new album, Big Mama. The announcement even showed her baby bump in visuals and album artwork. This came after months of rumors online, and of course, rumors are what they are. But wait, when it comes to black celebrity gossip, people are literally inspectors. They will spend all day examining body changes, what somebody looks like, facial acne, the whole nine. In other words, they're gonna be in your business.
He's right, you know.
And this is no different when it comes to Glorilla. Glorilla has been dating NBA player Brandon Ingram for at least 9 months, at least publicly. And of course, that was rumored in its own right.
And look at this. We've been talking about this all night, right? Look at Glorilla, always weaved up. Lotto, same thing. Lotto got the light skin privilege. But what they got? They get knocked up, I guess, by NBA players. So when you see them women out there on the streets with Trey, this is where the media is selling them a bad bill of goods. Because they like, why would I change where women are getting desired results? Because these are desired results knocked up by millionaires, I guess.
There you go. As long as that's your desired outcome, and that's still 1 in a million, man. And if you so happen to win this one in a million experience, there's so much pain on the end of it. Trust me, I know what we know what we talking about up here. For a woman to get knocked up and alpha widowed by a professional athlete and then have to continue the rest of her life is heck. Don't do that. You will never get your hypergamous nature met, and you will live a life of turmoil and regret. Trust us, we trying to help y'all.
In its own right. And now there's a new one.
Okay, so the fans are speculating that it's another rap girlie that is preggo, and they're saying it's Glorilla. Now, I'm not sure about this because I know that Glo was trying to gain some weight to help her, form her body in the way that she wants to. But at the end of the day, that stomach is poking, so you got to let us know what's going on.
Now, of course, Glorilla has put out some dancing videos denying this, but almost every chick who's pregnant denies that they're pregnant. But rewind. We had to get back to some old receipts, and then we found this.
You got a record with Lotto called Procedure. Are men really trying to trap you and get you pregnant?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. So Glorilla has admitted that dudes have been trying to get her pregnant for a long time. And that's interesting because when I'm thinking about this, what type of dudes want to get somebody like Glorilla pregnant in the first place? And then things started making a little bit of sense.
When it comes to Glorilla possibly being pregnant, I would not be surprised about this one. And I'm going to tell you why I wouldn't be surprised about this one. You got to understand that Glorilla comes from humble beginnings. And so she's used to dealing with Pookies because she was a Pookisha, right? Now that she got this money and this fame, she has had a serious glow up. And she just snagged her a ball player. In no life before this one would Glorilla ever pull a ball player. That would have never happened, right? So now that she do got one, she kind of like a dude who get his first baddie and then want to trap her with a baby, right? Right? So I could easily see her wanting to get pregnant by this dude.
Listen, yes. Shout out to Glo. Like I said, shout out to the brother Brandon Ingram. Wealthy man. He one of the highest paid guys. Right? NBA All-Star. What he get? The Supermax contract. This dude probably got a $300 million contract. Just, and he going to compound that with more in the future. Lots of money. So as far as that go, they ain't never going to be hurting for cash, but will she be raising the baby alone? Probably.
Okay. You know what? Shout out to that perspective. I didn't see it that way. That's true. Glorilla does not find herself in the presence of a top tier man when it comes to finances, and that's all y'all care about outside of her glow up. So why would she get knocked up by this ninja? Is she outside of this? Here we go. Let's be realistic. Outside of this, is she gonna find a brother as tall? Hypergamous nature must be met. As tall, as rich, and black as him? Absolutely not. So, and they ain't gonna get married. Might as well just get knocked up and have a 18-year-old bond, going. I get it. It's wicked, but it makes modern day sense.
Pregnant by this dude. I could easily see that happening.
So this is a pretty good, interesting point because Glorilla came from literally nothing. Poverty, just broke. She got some money. She came up. She invested in herself, started working out, eating right, getting teeth fixed. Then now she's able to get with an NBA player. And this is something that she would have never got as a hood chick. So, of course, it makes sense that she would let Brandon Ingram get in there and just basically.
Oh my God, it feels so good.
Boy, you don't sit your stupid ass down. Who the f you think you is?
But there's a problem with all of this.
Sometimes as a man, you have to accept some women are just too rough. Yeah? You see me? Yeah? I'm a laid back, chilled, easygoing, calm and collected kind of guy. Does that make sense? So me and a woman that has a hot temper or a rough type woman, we will never get along. It is like oil and water. Now I have made this mistake in the past, trying to prove that this is something I can handle. And then I came to terms and I realized some things in life are just not for you.
So I found this video of this brother who obviously lives in the UK, and he's trying to warn many men about dating hood chicks because he thought he was strong enough to handle it and he just couldn't handle it. And it just was going against his personality. And I thought this was interesting because Glorilla is definitely what you would consider a hood chick. She has a song literally called F Jigga Free. right?
He's right, you know.
And so let's say this whole situation is true. And let's say Glorilla does get pregnant. She has a kid by Brandon Ingram. Then what does this actually prove? It proves that a chick like Glorilla could get a high value guy or a rich guy to at least be with her for a year and give her a baby. This is no different with Cardi B after Offset. She was able to be high profile enough to get Stephon Diggs. That lasted all but 30 minutes. Of course, she had a baby. But ultimately, the biggest thing is that women who look up to Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, or even Glorilla feel like they don't need to change because somebody will put up with them.
Yeah, because they're going to be paying to play.
You got to pay to play.
That's an endless option for these women. They got the gold. So, yeah, there's always going to be the Stephon Diggs. Even when you see those rich guys dealing with these women, those guys don't be spending money. You've seen Cardi B since she spent $1.4 or $2 million on the Super Bowl party and stuff. They be tricking on these dudes. So that's a thing as well.
This is a matrimony. That's what it is. Unholy matrimony made in modern day Hades. This is as good as it gets for the boss chick, the glow up rap chick. Marriage ain't coming. So what better can you do than to tether yourself to the man of your dreams as a Glorilla? I get it. When guys do this, whenever that one brother knocked up that raging hyena and she got him on the hook for 18 years of child support, that's different. See, I get this. Like, Glow probably ain't gonna be that toxic baby mama, and Glow know that she always gonna have NBA caliber meat waiting on her. These have become dudes. How we say Nug Nug can always get the cheeks. Sisters like Glorilla, like, I can always get the meats. That's just where they mind at.
I think that's the biggest issue that a lot of women, especially in the urban community, get wrong. Yes, women like Cardi B or Nicki Minaj or Glorilla can effectively be themselves. I mean, I own my own business as a YouTuber, and I can talk very freely about a whole lot of stuff, things that I couldn't talk freely about if I worked for an employer. But that doesn't mean that because a YouTuber can talk freely about what they want, that you should do it, especially if you don't have the following or the money coming in or the demand. See, it's different strokes for different folks. And this is not me trying to be mean, but it's just being true. Like, I can't do the same things that Lil Wayne can do or people who own like 100 houses can do. I just don't. I'm just not at that level yet. And just because Glorilla could possibly be pregnant by somebody like Brandon Ingram, or because Cardi B got pregnant by Offset and then got pregnant by Stephon Diggs, or whatever you may see out there, it doesn't mean that this will work for the women. And so many women do look up to Glorilla. And to be honest, her story is inspiring. She came from Memphis. She came from nothing. She became a female rapper. She worked hard. She built herself up. She now got into a new class of people, so much so that her family be hating on her. And now she's got with Brandon Ingram. But ultimately, that is a story that doesn't happen for most of us, especially if you're trying to make it in entertainment. The reality is, for most women, or 98% of women out there, is that yes, you could get pregnant by.
And there you go, the luck of the draw. So most of y'all ain't unattractive or dusty. Y'all just broke. Get some bread. Glorilla is a testament. Yeah, ask Brandon Ingram, but show him them old pictures when Glow was working at Wendy's. He wouldn't have, gave her $1 on the street corner. But now this is his baby mama. She got the nose job, little body work, that leveled up. So you ain't never unattractive, ladies. You just need to get some bread.
Yeah! Boom, that's it. Get your bread up. Get your weight up. Why they do this to Glow? They get on my nerves, man. God, huh? Just a sweet baby. Regular, degular, Hill District sister. That's all. Get your bread right. I love it. I can't hate on folks coming out of poverty and making a better way. Y'all heard Barilla. They was so hungry, they almost started eating the roaches crawling on the ground. Salute to Big Glow. What would y'all rather? Her fix her nose, get knocked up by an NBA dude, or be eating roaches in the hood selling cootie cutter to Nug Nug? Good job, Glow. Good job.
Somebody, but that person's not going to be like Brandon Ingram. That person's not going to be rich. The guy that you get pregnant by, if you act like Glorilla, is going to have not a damn thing. Because you feel like somebody got to put up with your stuff, and they don't. You see, there's a reason why Stephon Diggs can put up with Cardi B. Or there's a reason why Cardi B can put up with Stephon Diggs having 5 kids on her in a year. Because he is playing for the Patriots. He's making money. He's known. There is something to say about Glorilla being on and having her own money. And that's one of the reasons why a lot of rich dudes like going public with chicks like Glorilla. Number one, they have their own money. Yes, even though Glorilla may not be his type or may not be the IG baddie that he may want, she ain't asking him for nothing. Once you are dealing with broke women a lot or broke chicks a lot, you just get tired of dealing with nothing to offer. So if they're somewhat good looking and they're somewhat on your level, then you might be able to deal with a little bit of hood stuff every now and then because they're not asking you for much. But a lot of women, unfortunately, may not be bringing their own money to the relationship. So when you're looking for a man that has a lot of money, that has a lot of opportunity, and you're acting like Glorilla, and if you don't have money, and if you don't look as good as her, and if you don't have a lot to offer him, then guess what? You won't even get through the door. And Glorilla...
Well, listen, man. Most people are not Glorilla, and most men ain't Brandon Ingram. So just stay in your lane. And this mostly goes for the women. Like you said, y'all, because they will look and they will say, well, I can get the same hairdo as her. I can do this and do that. That does not make you her. And y'all women got to realize that. There's lanes.
And also proximity. Just being able to get in these individual spaces. You got to be somebody. You can't just be a groupie. There's lanes. They're like, oh, you know, you are part of this social economic position. You are part of this group. Okay, we can talk. We can mingle. I ain't worried about you just over here to extract resources. So that's a trust within that, you know, money bracket up there. So also proximity. Can you, as a woman, if you claim that you are as good as or better than Glow, obviously you ain't. Do you got front row seat tickets at whatever team he play for to be all up in his face without looking like a desperate bop? No? Then guess what? Glow better than you.
Win will not be your win. And ultimately, if she does have a kid, he won't stay with her for long term anyway. It's just not going to happen. A person like Glorilla is not built for a long-term relationship. And to be honest, Glorilla don't need to have kids anyway, because Glorilla probably won't be the best parent. I don't think that anybody wants to live next to Glorilla or any of her family that she has now or family that she may want to produce in the future. No offense to her or her family, but we've already seen how that has turned out. Anybody that has a song called F Jigga Free is not somebody that I want my kids going to school with. And again, for you dudes out there who like the street chicks like Glorilla that keep it real, I'm pretty sure they're very exciting to be with in the bedroom, but probably not so great to be in relationships with. I just hope and pray that women don't think that they're equal to Glorilla. It's a lot of women out there that act like Glorilla, and 99% of them are in the hood, broke, poor, thinking that they deserve more. The only way that we get more out of life as humans is that we got to give more to people that matter. We have to change our behaviors. What we want and what we desire out of life typically becomes very unimportant. If we are not doing what somebody needs that has the keys to open our next opportunity, it doesn't matter what we think that we deserve. And what I think is that chicks are going to run with this. Like, look at Cardi B. She got Stephon Diggs. Oh, if she got Stephon Diggs, then I can get a Stephon Diggs. Look at Glorilla. She got Brandon Ingram. If she can get a Brandon Ingram, I can get a Brandon Ingram. Or Young Miami. She got Diddy. Well, we all see what happened to Diddy, right? But you get my point. Women are going to pick these role models and going to continue to lose. The exception, family, is not the rule. And Glorilla got enough money to pay for kids and pay for babysitters. The question is, do you?
And the answer is no. Yeah! So, Bonquisha, this ain't you. Unfortunately, women like Glow and Lotto, they can make these unfortunate mistakes and still get unscathed, if you will, because they got the money. But you know, they going to suffer in the long run. We'll see Glorilla when she 45, 50 years old. We'll see what that looks like.
Come on, man. Children are either going to be gifts, blessings, or curses. You know, as we are pointing out, yeah, okay, they can have kids and it can still wind up being a mistake, even with their financial position, because money don't raise a child. So you see what I'm saying? But it's better than no money, right? And I don't agree with O'Shea. He said, you know, Glorilla won't make a good mom. I say that's a technical foul. She ain't got no kids. You don't know. And I would bet that Big Glow would be I think Glow would turn out to be a great mom for the same reasons O'Shea thinks she won't be. Saying, oh, she grew up in a bad environment. I believe Glow will want to give her child a better experience. I truly do. I think Glow would prove to be a good mom, believe it or not. Shout out to Glow.
Man, yeah, shout out to Glow. And in this moment, I think we're going to give Glow more space air tonight and see what she do with it.
Mercy, tender mercy.
We got us the gun line.
Tell them about the gun line, boss.
I hope you find some peace of mind.
Should she get married? Yes, that's ideal, you know, but what should happen and what's going to happen, two different things. Salute to Big Glow. I want somebody to give me a better outcome for her as far as having a child and being tethered to a man. Big Glow tethered to a multi-million-dollar man. That's a win.
Yes. And
appreciate your sister Dee Dee always coming through. Gifted one membership. Who that mooch?
I might have to go out, come back in. Appreciate you, Dee Dee.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka!
Appreciate you, Dee Dee. But yeah, as Mr. X go out, come back in here. Yeah, shout out to Glow. I cannot bring it upon myself to hate on Big Glow. I like her glow up. Quick Q&A. What y'all got? Questions. Y'all gotta be quick. You know you're gonna be back. Too late. I waited too long.
Okay. Yeah, shout out to Dee Dee. Shout out to Mucho as well. We do got some Mucho updates and some dime this weekend, probably Sunday night. So probably Sunday show. We're gonna do a Mucho and dime update.
I love it. Can't never have too much Mucho and dime. Asterisk, asterisk.
So here we go. In the meantime, I'm gonna pull this up, which is the woman who's on the thumbnail tonight. So he ain't gonna get unscathed, who is Sister Suki. So as y'all know, or some of y'all don't know, Sister Suki is in the news, and we're gonna document it.
I didn't know Suki was back in the news. What's she up to?
Here we go. Who the hell is this Oompa Loompa standing next to her? This is debauchery. Y'all, they should have never gave you ninjas money. So she get out this Yukon Uber Black with all her zesty cousins and friends. She pregnant, don't know by who, just out here. And this ain't her first kid. So they up on her like just some young woman. She got many kids. Suki.
Suki says she stayed pregnant. and she proving it. Y'all entourage get on my nerves. Again, look, like you point out, Miss X, look at the her mom or auntie with the jean outfit on and this sawed off brothers. If I don't know what to tell y'all be dressing like big kids. Y'all, when I see brothers dressed like this, for whatever it's worth, I'm an old married man. I'm assuming that somebody dressed you and that you probably go to sleep with a teddy bear. I'm for real. You a tender-hearted ninja. I almost cussed. Like, come on, man. Tighten up. Pull your coat up on your damn shoulders. I mean, want to slap somebody. Pull your coat up. Look like a man. Put your legs all close together. Stand like a man.
What's going on? It's not a secret, you know. I'm just, my baby daddy's my baby daddy.
Oh, okay, so you're keeping it a little bit private, okay.
Yeah.
I know, so you won't reveal them anytime soon, right?
Yeah, that's not a secret. I have a man that I love, that I've been with for years. So we just let y'all.
You a lie, and the truth ain't in
Before
you.
you say anything, I got a man that I love that she been with for years.
You a liar.
I mean, why the hell you just lie? They said we thought it was Ray J. We know you be hanging with him. Y'all be hunching, and she don't know. That's why she didn't. Any woman who don't answer who the hell baby is in her damn stomach, she don't know.
The question is insulting. Y'all realize that? Whose baby is that inside you? The answer's supposed to be obviously your husband. That's supposed to be like it's in the question is insulting. The question is insinuating that you have been out here raw hunching multiple men. So we rightfully got to ask who that pappy of that seed in your tummy. The question is most egregious, and y'all take no offense. Oh, could be Ray J's, could be the Umars, could be Mr. X's, could be Mr. Who knows? Who knows? We'll do DNA. We'll make a whole event out of it. Call Maury back up. We're gonna get all this DNA. Let's make a daggone YouTube spectacle out of it. Why don't we?
Must be her brothers and sisters. The family. La Familia. All right. They say period. Zestiness, brutish. The women are brutish and the men are zesty. Welcome to America.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka!
Umar liked this. Ninjas like Umar and these wonky pimping pastors, they are so much in a cuckold position. They out here, the women need to lead. Because of women like this, she out there, you mess with my sister, you got to come see me. Where the men at to handle these situations? You're going to make the situation worse. You and the troll behind you in the pink. Y'all all wonky, blowed out, desperate for attention. Let's get that in there. And that's why let me tell you something. I'm the big boss. You a whole woman. Why don't you just shut up?
Because I had my last baby like over a decade. So I wasn't expecting to just pop out pregnant.
You a liar. That's a lie.
Your fourth bastard child. Congratulations. Fourth. They like, huh? She said, wasn't expecting it. It's been 10 years since my last kid. I wasn't expecting to get pregnant. And here I am.
Suki, she got to be late 30s, early 40s. Gotta be. Like, this was her buzzer beater, baby. She done after this. Yeah, that's typically how that goes. A 10-year break. She did plan on getting pregnant no more. But hormones and nature has the last say. She woke up one morning and them last eggs was dropping. Her cootie kind of got the throbbing, and she desired raw skeet. That's crazy. And she got it. And now she pregnant for the last time. Sisters, beware of this phenomenon. That buzzer beater baby can happen to any of y'all. Beware. Shout out to No Contendo. Says, this has me losing faith in melanated women. Why is it normalized? It's food bar, brother. Appreciate you, Didi. Always standing on business. Says, Timu, Sheen, and Fashion Nova need to stop making these size 22 women thinking they size 2s.
Seriously. But here we are.
So I just found out of nowhere, but I'm really happy about it because I always wanted another baby to love. And being in this business, I always feel like I have something that I'm missing. That's something I'm missing because I love to be a mother. So I've always wanted another child. And that is the final piece for me.
You a lie, and the truth ain't in you.
Man.
You a liar.
That's a lie.
The woman you feel in you is the devil. Why? The devil is the spirit of a lie.
Yes.
Huh? You a liar.
You done had 3 bastard kids you wasn't taking care of. Y'all know she had been getting CPS and stuff called, I just needed one more kid that I can love. I didn't feel complete. Y'all just be trying to, you making up as you going now. All right, you like, we here now. We got to do a PR spin. Hell, tell them you happy about it.
Is pure narcissism. There's some truth there, Mr. X. She said she just wanted something else to love. Wrong. And kind of true. Wicked. I've heard this cry in the hood. These broken sisters that didn't have the love of their mom and father and community. I've heard them say, I want to have a child so that there is a person that always needs me. End quote. I've heard women say that. They have these kids because you can't go nowhere, little baby. You got to deal with me. Hence the gynocratic order. I'm going to make you into whatever I want. Why? Because on the lips of a child, mother is God. And they realize that. These women like, I don't need you. I'm going to keep having minions and they will do my deeds. And do. It's wicked.
Sister in this jean suit, she got a BBL and she pregnant at the same time. What the hell is she built like? Like half horse, half human, half damn penguin. This zesty ninja. This is a nightmare. Like,
I keep getting to the entourage is diabolical. Suki almost started twerking something for the 99 2000, and her zesty male compadre there got to start going through the motions with her. He about to start popping and locking, popping pussy. God, these are not real. These aren't your friends. That's why I'm triggered. They don't have your best interest at heart. They are simply there to appease you and extract whatever financial resources they can from you. No other reason. I seen this around my brother Terrence that played in the NFL. I hated it. Every time you turn around, folks, extracting. That's why they there. I slightly feel for these celebrities because they just there to take. They don't love you, Suki. If they did, they would tell you to do better. They will ask you to present better. But they keep going along with your harlot debauchery.
She only pregnant because she got good WAP. She told y'all it's good. What do y'all expect? I mean, good Kudakata gonna get pregnant. That's just what it is. So granted.
I got no comment. I'm over this. It's so nasty and perverted. Do you want to be a kid born into this? Like, this your mama. Respect to my mom. Like, my mom was wild. She was a gangster. She was violent. But she said one thing. I said, look to my mom. She used to say, one thing they ain't gonna be able to say, Willie, ain't nobody gonna be able to say that they caught me doing nothing wild out there in them streets. And that's a fact. But Suki can't say that. Suki, your bastard children's peers can pull up videos of you in 4K talking about licking on a grown man's John Brown hind parts. How do you come back from that?
And then nesting. And they just, we outside the restaurant about to get us something good to eat. All right, who paying for it? Sister Suki. They all there, they about to bust down. This zesty ninja, he about to be in there eating God knows what, tater tots and chicken fingers.
He gonna be over there eating on crab legs like a woman, smacking his lips. Look how that stands. Man, don't stand like that. Oh my goodness. Oh, I don't wish my son might never try to be just standing all weird like that. But like you said, oh my goodness. Who gonna pay for this? Suki. Listen here, we ain't no woman haters over here. We acknowledge when a woman is pregnant and she's most fragile, like this is when she's supposed to really be the softest time of her life, because all of the energy she is taking in goes to that child. Going out, taking her out to eat, somebody pay for that. She shouldn't be sitting there waiting on this big old bill to come. Y'all about to inflate? Nope. She should be like, hey, Suki, we taking your pregnant self out to eat. Relax, enjoy yourself, woo-saw, good energies to the baby. But nope. Please believe before this day is up, Suki paying for this bill at the restaurant, and somebody gonna be late on the bill, and Suki gonna have to cut a check or something, or send a Venmo or Cash App. And I hate that.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye, guys. Bye.
A few moments later.
Why they keep putting you and Suki like together? Y'all took those couple pictures. Now they said like.
Shout out to my sister Suki, who's also Wilmington, Delaware.
My sister as well. Yes.
She actually graduated from the school we now own when it was the Moyer Academy Black Charter School.
I be telling people she went to school in Delaware and they don't
she
be
went to the
believing
Moyer
me.
Academy. Yeah. Suki is a friend of mine. I'm not the father of the child. Okay. She's happy and looking forward to being a mother again. And of course, I support her as her brother. Now down the line, because I don't have a son, down the line, if I need a heir to the throne, because I need a Prince of Pan-Africanism Jr., if I ain't wifed out, Suki might carry that baby for
Why
her.
That's That's interesting.
Because Suki is conscious.
People don't know that about her either.
Now, don't get me wrong.
Yes.
She would have to make some changes to be mama of the prince, right? But Suki is very much conscious. And I'll be honest with you. If something happened to me, God forbid, she is one of the few women I know who I do think would raise my son the way I would want him to be. Do you feel me on that? Because a lot of women date us activists and us Pan-Africanists, but the minute we go to jail or something, they go get Mike and Tay selling dope on the corner. How did you go from a damn revolutionary to a dope boy? You see what I'm saying?
You a lie, and the truth ain't in you.
So it's speculation. It could be Umar's kid. He says not, but it's not off the table. So if she want another kid, he might pop a baby in her.
Papa Molly, I'm sweating. Woo! Pop the baby up in me. You feel me?
I can't respect men that don't respect other men. That was a wild ass statement to make. We don't know Suki's relationship status. We don't. But let's assume that her man, they going steady. They really trying to make this work. And Dr. Umar came online and let you know, Suki's baby daddy, hey, just so you know, brother, me and your woman, your pregnant woman, we had a conversation. And if I ain't wifed up in a couple of years, I'm going to pop a baby all up and through her. How do you know? Nice talking to you. Where are we in history where it's okay just to not think before you talk? That was a wild statement. Stand by Kudakata. I don't care who you with, Suki. Just know if I ain't wifed up in a couple years, I'm hunching you wrong. I'm skeeting all up and through you. Let your man know that.
I would say if it was a respectable woman, it would be a little bit more wild. But for Suki, it's the bed she made. She got to lay in that.
That's a fact, Jack. Again, she talking about eating men, but
I don't think Suki would do that. Like, her character to me suggests that your son gonna be the way you wanted him to be.
When I first met her, I literally tell people this all the time. When I first met her, everything about her was super conscious. It was super, like, it was so different than what she was online.
Absolutely.
So when I tell people that, they're like, it's no way. And then every now and then she'll sit down and do an interview, and people will hear it and they're like amazed. And I'm like, this is how she was since I've ever known her.
The conversation blew me away.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe she was the same sister from the video. You feel me? Intelligent, brilliant.
Yes.
And I'm saying to myself,
and so pro us.
How you end up here?
Very pro us.
I have faith in Sister Suki Hana, and I believe that before it's all over, she's gonna shock the world.
Possibly. Two things can be true. A lot of people come up here in character, if you will. The Charleston Whites, the Sukis. I mean, we don't know these people in real life. All we know is what they present on the internet for money. It's almost like they're acting. At what cost, though? Like, some of this stuff has real life replications to it. Like, your kids gonna be affected. You can't just say, "Oh, I was just playing," when your kids is getting picked on. So, but who knows? Like I said, a lot of these people off the internet are not the same, and that's unfortunate.
it is unfortunate. Don't know nothing about it. Yeah, we are not in the realm of reality and virtual reality. We now have mixed reality. Social media and your actual life are intertwined, and will have an effect on one another. Ain't no more the internet ain't real. It's very much real because it has real effects on your life. And shout out to those that could come up here and fake it. I ain't got it. I don't know how to do it. I promise you, this is as real as it gets. I can't give you nothing else. Characters? Why give a character? At what, again, the ultimate question, at what cost? And we keep letting y'all know of the cost. Y'all children pay the cost of embarrassment from y'all being on camera 4K talking about eating. Yeah. Appreciate you, Big Horace. Been a member for 10 solid months. Says, this when Umar lost his last piece of credibility. Wild work.
That part. So we're going to take him and Suki to the pit and keep it moving.
Bye.
Madness.
Fuck is you talking about?
This is Sparta!
You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to hide. You gotta count your blessings. You're sitting at the table. You hear me? Ooh, child, things will get brighter.
Umar crazy as heck. She gonna carry my prince. Gonna be the fifth one. Why you gonna, brother? You tripping?
Tripping. So here we go. Speaking of tripping, I'm gonna pull this up. Shout out to the brother Drewski. I see he out here triggering everybody. Hit the like button.
This is awesome.
Get on your feet, boy!
War is raging in Iran.
We're praying for all the soldiers and troops.
That's great that you're praying, but
how about all the kids that died when the USA hit the towers?
It broke my heart. That is the
In what ways have you grown closer to Jesus?
I serve a righteous God. And that is why we say our prayers.
So Drewski strikes again, and the internet is on fire. People are saying, at what point is Drewski gonna get canceled? So he keep pushing the envelope, and I guess this latest reenactment, he's being a conservative YT woman along the lines of this Kirk woman y'all see here. He's just throwing shots.
It's just a close resemblance. Oh, I can't talk. A close resemblance. That's all. You know, it's not her, I don't think. That's all. Shout out to the brother Drewski. He's a comedian. And Drewski ain't doing this by himself. Yeah, see, we get too caught in the moment, as Mr. X says. Drewski ain't out here doing this alone. He has a machine behind him. This stuff is happening too fast. I'm telling you. Yeah, Drewski ain't alone. He got a machine behind him. He will not be canceled. You got to cancel that machine behind him, and you can't.
We are all his children. But when I say children, I mean like the holy, blessed Trinity, which is why I hold the Bible.
Sweet cream foam chai ice matcha.
Matcha.
And Bella will have all organic pup cup. Organic? Yes, everything organic.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free?
4, 3, 7. Oh, Hannah, you good? 4, 3, 2.
Oh boy. So he getting into it. Drewski ain't skipping no steps here, apparently. Dressing up not only in YT woman. Like I said, what is this though? Shout out to Hollywood. Is this indoctrination? Backdooria, as Corey Holcomb called it? You know, dressing up as a woman? I don't know.
Here we go. If we're going to talk about, morality, standards, yes, I have to believe, as funny as this is that wear dress ninja initiation for sure. And folks like Drewski, again, they prey on the impoverished and ambitious. I don't know if y'all remember Drewski in the very beginning, but he had this sauce and juice like he got now. He had to work his way up into this. And yes, it's easy to compromise folks that are desperate for limelight and some type of financial freedom. I get it. But yes, Mr. X, I think this is that altered initiation, because I don't know no brothers just happy to be dressing like a woman. It's compromising, no?
Hold your chest lifted.
We have to protect all men in America, especially all white men in America. Those are the boys that we care about in this country. America is built on their backs. Yes, because they are the ones who mattered most.
Oh, I am willing to bet that Erica Kirk is pissed about the new skit that Drewski just released. Can't nobody say that this man is not funny. And I fear Drewski 8. The first part of this skit, he shows up with the sparklers in that all-white outfit. Let me tell you, he got the look right all the way from the hair on her head to the shoes on her feet. Stop. Then the devil stare that nobody can forget. Once again, I fear Drewski 8. Then he goes into the weird, awkward scenes where it always feels like she's making herself look like she's crying. And no, he couldn't forget the hand gesture, because she never fails to do this after she gets done looking like she's about to cry. And then throwing his twist on Erica Kirk's weird speeches that just never land right. I just know Erica Kirk right now is sitting back looking at this skit with those devilish eyes. She is so mad about this. Because I'm afraid that Drewski didn't miss one time with his representations of Erica Kirk. But y'all, let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments.
Yeah, so if that was, like I said, that was the goal, they definitely knocked it out the park. But man, his brother Drewski, he getting close to the gun line. I don't know, Drewski.
You know what? As I keep up more with this ongoing conflict that we've already won in the Middle East, I see that folks ain't behind this woman, the Kirk woman. They're not. Yeah, so there's some division there. So, Mr. X, I don't think he's too close to the gun line. Folks, it's wild out here. Like, folks ain't feeling her. They calling her out on her hypocrisy. They talking about how she allegedly was moving in a very capitalistic way, just looking to capitalize on getting bread from what happened to her husband, whoever that was, to her. It's wild. A lot of stuff is being uncovered. Yeah, I think Drewski got the go-ahead from the machinist back him. Go ahead. Let her have it. What can she do?
Yeah, listen, Drewski could be a useful idiot. The machine will use you and chew you up and spit you out. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. You ain't that powerful, Drewski. Be careful.
There you go. Can be the fall guy. Shout out to T-Money. Hint, hint.
Erica Kirk is drafting a cease and desist as we speak, okay? Because why did Drewski dress up as her in a skit?
We have to protect all men in America. Ooh. Especially all white men in America.
Oh my God.
Those are the boys that we care about in this country.
I can't with him.
America is built on their backs.
Look at his face.
Yes. Because they are the ones who mattered most.
What? The title of the skit is How Conservative Women in America Act. And y'all, Drewski nailed his Erica Kirk impression. I'm talking about from the outfit to the hair to the mannerisms that are slightly exaggerated, adding a Drewski twist. I need to know who was on his makeup artist special effects team because this is so impressive. Not the size 12 flats. I know Erica Kirk is fuming right about now. Ooh, not the wiping of the fake tear. I can't. And it's the double stare while she's talking about the love for her faith for me. And y'all, this is the part that sent me all the way into orbit. In case you missed it, Be Better had revealed recently that the day after Charlie Kirk died, Eric Kirk allegedly went to Aloe and dropped a whole bunch of money on, I guess, leggings and workout gear. And then in this skit, it cuts to a scene of Drewski working out at a Pilates studio wearing the Aloe leggings. It's the attention to detail for me. You can tell a lot of research went into this skit. At this point, just give Drewski his own show.
Anyone disenfranchise you because you're a young man, especially a young white male man. Don't ever let anyone talk down to you. We need strong men out there.
We have to protect all men in America, especially all white men in America.
So Erica Kirk has responded. She says, but if I would have did blackface as a skit, I'd be canceled and called a racist.
Social collapse is upon us. Yes. Sorry, not sorry. It's upon us. I'm telling you, oh my goodness, this is deep. It's deeper than it appears. For this woman to come out and her publicist and PR team to allow this, if I do blackface, Drewski about to go turn this up. Like, come on. Yeah, you don't have the privilege. You don't have the privilege to do black. No, you don't, because you guys used to torture and torment us is ungodly. No, but Whiteface is hilarious. Shout out to Whiteface Willie. Coming soon.
Those are the boys that we care about in this country.
I'm telling you, God gonna humble a lot of y'all who think everything is funny, putting y'all mouth on preachers and these and Erica Kirk, especially Erica Kirk right now. You laughing now, but you're gonna cry later. It might not be now, might not be 2 months from now. But I'm telling you, when you touch people who are anointed by God, God's hand is on their life. She ain't gonna have to fight the battle, but God will. And I know a lot of y'all are demons and devils, and y'all think everything is funny. Y'all don't believe in God, or y'all not sure. But I'm telling you, there's a God. This is how it looks like the old folks used to say. And Drewski, he better be careful for his platform be removed. But he not have a platform in 5 months, 6 months, because God can take him off that platform. You hear what I'm saying? God can take people off of platforms. I don't wish nothing bad on him. But for you to attack a widow, God is against you. Erica Kirk is a Christian. She's a real woman of God.
Did she
I don't
really
care what
get
that
us
demon
like that?
Candace Owens says. Charlie Kirk loved his wife. He wouldn't have wanted this for his wife. She's a mother. You might not agree with her. You might think she should have grieved differently.
Listen, dude.
Fuck is you talking about?
This ain't got nothing to do with that, like you say. I mean, Christian, give me a break. Stop all of that. It is what it is, like you say. My thing ain't got nothing to do with her personally. I think don't want to open up the floodgates. Y'all see what happened last year with that Lily woman and the blackface and all that. You don't want to open up the floodgates for these white folks, because I know how sensitive some black folks can be. I ain't gonna care, but some folks gonna be extremely sensitive if the floodgates open, because don't let this, you know what I mean? Just don't let it go viral.
Oh, too late. Yeah, we ain't fighting it. The floodgates is open, Mr. X. Yeah, somebody about to pop up. One of her constituents in blackface is coming. The blood is in the water. She didn't just say that. That's why I said social unrest is right here. And yeah, thank you. This whole Christian, this nigga need to shut up. Ain't no Christians out here that's following the doctrine of Jesus, of Jesus. It's not. I'm tired of that. This modern day Christianity is just false. What's the foundation of it? I don't want these mother suckers. Oh, we're Republican, we're Christian. What are you practicing? What religious rituals, traditions are you practicing on the regular? Or do you just say it and throw up weird signals and say praise Jesus and go get drunk and snort coke? Which one is it? Allegedly.
But the accusations and the lies against this woman with no proof behind it, there's a bunch of evil, demonic, sick people on the internet who are unhappy and miserable in their own lives, who need to go to church, who need to get their life right with God and Jesus Christ, because they are unhappy and satanic and miserable. And they find joy in attacking widows and people who are the most lowest in our society. But then they won't say nothing against gay people or LGBT people without getting canceled. But they'll attack. They want to attack these pedophiles. They want to attack these people that want to groom children with drag queen story hour. But they got so many jokes for a widow that saw her husband get shot in the neck. You people that are putting your mouth like Drewski on Erica Kirk need to be careful, because God is gonna fight you.
So all bets are off, right? So now when a white comedian decides to come out and do this, we will not be hearing from the black community. We will not be hearing from any minorities. We will not be hearing from any advocacy groups. All bets are off. White comedians need to capitalize on this immediately. Get your views, put it out there. Don't be afraid of these people anymore. All bets are off.
And that was my sentiment. So, like I said, I care nothing about this Erica Kirk woman. I'm just all about precedents being set. I understand how things work, especially in this culture. Y'all see what ICE is doing. They deleting people. It's just, you see stuff being amplified. So for somebody to retaliate and people to continue to do it, but y'all did it. I think we at that point in history where people just don't care no more and just don't get y'all feelings involved. That's all.
That's your only defense. You can't go out here throwing stones and then want to get emotional when the rock hit you upside your noggin. Absolutely not. Fair play, yes. I get. That's why I said as soon as I seen that where she responded saying, "If I do blackface, yep, here we go." That was a warning. It's coming. But as Mr. X said, and I agree, just don't get triggered by it. Don't allow these folks to have such a strong effect on your personal life by showing you imagery, hateful imagery, and things that ain't got nothing to do with you. That's all. Let them do what they gonna do. Otherwise, social unrest shall be upon us. Ninjas gonna be fighting in the streets. I don't want to see that. Shout out to No Contendo coming through this evening. We appreciate you, brother. Says, I'm waiting on Borat 3 to come out. Ali, oh my goodness, that would be a blessing. Shout out to No Contendo. Appreciate you coming back through, brother. Says, when 47 had Diamond and Silk, where was that ninja? When 47 had Diamond and Silk? I don't know.
So yeah. So here we are. As far as this, I do think it was a hilarious skit, but desired outcomes. Just stay frosty, be careful. I don't think it's gonna go over well. So I'm sure there's gonna be retaliations.
Yes, but keep it as that. Let it be, comedic, retaliation. Shouldn't be none physical. Let's see who can go. Joke for joke, laugh for laugh, offense for offense. Who gonna fold first, huh?
Y'all don't want to. Yeah, black folks don't want to play that game.
Yeah, I'm about
to say. Yeah, it's easy for us to sit up here and say that. I don't want my people to play that game. I know how we can be extremely emotional. So absolutely not.
I agree. We can't be overly emotional, but is here now. Yeah, the imagery that we can give. This is as bad as it gets. He didn't dress up like Kirk himself. You see what I'm saying? But they will go that length. Yeah, they ain't gonna sit up here and dress up like MLK's wife. They gonna do the skit on MLK. You see what I'm saying? They gonna go right to the bone marrow. I agree, and emotions are gonna overflow.
So, in the meantime, we're gonna take this sister to the pit.
Bye, Kirk.
Madness.
Fuck is you talking about?
This is Sparta!
You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to hide. You gotta count your blessings. You're sitting at the table. You hear me? Ooh, child, things get brighter.
Hey, comedy is comedy. Free speech, that's what they say. But where is that gonna get you? Listen here. I agree with you, Mr. X. As far as they've gone too far, it's done. My outlook on it, once it's in the water, ain't no alarm to sound. What you are concerned with is coming down the pike. It's already happening. Y'all just be wary. Don't be emotional for what's gonna come. That's Mr. X's warning. It's coming. Y'all, we are about to start seeing some wild imagery and videos. I tried to point it out. They ain't about to pick the husband and wives of folks that got deceased and deleted. They are about to start reenacting things. Yeah, they about to reenact the Black Panther, massacres. And I'm telling you, it's about to get wicked. Wish it wasn't so. Just protect your heart, protect your emotions.
Money, 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 money.
We appreciate you, Mr. Gino. Says if you Google or Chat GPT it, racism costs America close to $1 trillion a year. These people pay to have it, and not much we will do to change it. Holy cow. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah! Boom, so here we are, folks. We done made it through this wonky show tonight. Shout out to Sister Suki. You know, modern women are down bad. Hot girl summer coming. Everybody pregnant. So it's going to be a miserable summer if all y'all pregnant. I don't know.
Bull jive. In the hood, they say pregnant Kudakata is the, you know. So it ain't going to stop nobody. Bonquisha going to get that baby hunched up out of her. Bonquisha about to pop into labor on the club floor. Talking about. They ain't stopping nothing. It's summer out. Hot sun's out, buns out. Hot's out. You know what else? The Kudakata is out. It's going down. Hot girl summer ain't never getting postponed. Just amplified.
Man, you know what else ain't postponed? Is we'll be back up here this Saturday for the Regal Rumble. All right. And Sunday, we will be back for more SBC.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka! The madness can't stop, won't stop. No, Diddy. Make sure y'all are here this Saturday for the Regal Rumble. Make sure you are subscribed to all 3 channels, including the coveted Patreon, so you don't miss a beat. We appreciate SBC, Cart Before the Horse, Truth Over Lies Nation, always coming through, supporting y'all interests, supporting your media, supporting your channel, and we can't thank you guys enough, always coming through, hitting that super chat, hitting that Cash App. Thank you, and a thank you.
That part. Yeah! Boom, shakalaka! And all the winners from the Patreon, be on the lookout. Y'all merch is on the way. Sister the Ebony Dean, your merch is on the way. And no live this Friday. I'm thinking tomorrow. Maybe be on the lookout for a pop-up in the Patreon. You never know. You got to be subscribed.
There you go. Pop-ups take place in the Patreon. There's no better time than to join the solidified Patreon family than today. Keep in mind, today's prices are not tomorrow's prices. Join today.
Straight like that, straight like that, straight like that, straight.
So in the meantime, we will for sure be back up here Saturday night, Regal Rumble in effect. Until then, I'm Gavin X.
I am Mr. Walker.
And we are Cart Before the Horse Productions.
A good evening.
Single by choice, very bitter, big man. True for lies, real talk we have. SBC Nation, no care. Gavin X Mr. Walker, facts on facts. Single by choice, single by choice. If you're ready for the truth, you in the right voice. If you're ready for the truth, you in the right voice.